Funds. 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 There's active malicious spreading of lies. Funds. The Crown will be handling the issue. Conspire with Funds by HD and present me as a child predator. I interacted with a 14-year-old fan, sir. Funds. I took money from the campaign to pay for them that I abuse animals.
Like Mike and Edwin like Mike.
In fact, you are gleefully graining your hands like some sort of Machiavellian supervillain at the idea that you may be able to run a defamation campaign on me.
Like Mike and Edwin like Mike.
So I should be a piece of shit that lies on the ground and just repeatedly gets kicks and is silent about it. I'm a victim. Schemes and schemes. Yeah, read it again. I know you're big brain. Yeah. No, you pretend. You haven't even fucking idiot. You haven't even asked.
Funds. Who wants to be saved by a woman? Women don't even want to be saved by women. Who wants to be saved by a woman? Women don't even want to be saved by women.
You are a piece of human trash.
Like Mike and Edwin like Mike.
But I know who you are. You are a piece of human trash. Go fucking go.
Like Mike and Edwin like Mike.
DM.
So, why did you give Mike permission to draw your Bigfoot Bill in his newest Monster Hunt comics?
I love helping Mike out as a fellow Christian. I've told him, burn every bridge you got, and if everything goes wrong, just fall back on your video game money. I mean, it's a simple plan that I've stuck to, and I don't know why he won't do it.
Yes.
What the hell? That's just weird.
Yes.
You're the last person I want to talk about this movie with.
Oh, why? Because you don't want to get in your pajamas with me, Nasser?
That's sick.
Yes.
Mike, dance with your wife some more. Why you're like to me? You're like that clown with the red rooster, Mitch pencil neck Breitweiser. Why did he get a pretty wife? Why did you get a pretty wife? Where's my pretty wife?
And I go in there, and Mike is sitting there, leaned back in his chair with sunglasses on, and he goes, "You're in quite a pickle, aren't you, Ethan?"
Do that laugh again. That's
I can't. Yeah, I mean, it was something else. He's like, "You're in quite the pickle, aren't you, Ethan?"
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No, don't do that.
Oh, yes.
Liam Gray says, Doug, do you denounce Nasser?
No, there's no need to. Nasser does it himself every day.
No, folks, we're going to have a Saturday night slumber party massacre with Nasser. Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yes, it's going to be a massacre with Nasser. Saturday night slumber party.
Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now.
Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now. Will that ever not be hilarious? Do you guys still find that as funny as I do? That's the funniest thing I think has ever come out of any sort of CG related stream, is that whole bit with that whole part with bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now. And he said something else like I'll be streaming all day. If this is true, bring them to me. Bring them right now. My goodness. I can't believe how funny that is. That still makes me laugh, you guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome Afterlife with Nasser, episode 75. Everything canceled. Malin Militia, guys. Episode 75. We're only 25 episodes away from episode 100. That means in about probably less than a month, we'll be there probably if I stream just about every day. We'll see. But we're coming up on episode 100. Maybe we got to do something crazy for episode 100. What could we do for episode 100? Because we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. This is episode 75. We're 3/4 of the way there. Wow. But how are you guys all doing on this lovely Monday? Today's Monday, that's right. How are you guys all doing today? We got 12 people in here. Hit that thumbs up or the thumbs down if you want. Share out the link to this stream, please, guys. Let's get some more people in here because everything is canceled. Let me share my screen, and first we'll pull up the campaign, and I just want to get a little shilling out the way because we're at 99 backers, you guys. 99 backers. Let's play this little video, then I'll check in with the chat. Let's get to 100 backers. I really want to get there. Welcome, everybody, to The Secret Comics Presents Indiegogo. This book is written by me, Nasser Rabadi, and drawn by the fantastic Jason Robinson. Our book contains 4 horror stories: Charlie Finds a Friend, There's Nothing to Be Scared Of, Don't Open the Box, and A Knife in Darkness. For this relaunch, we've also extended our comic book from 20 pages to 22 pages, with the potential to add some behind-the-scenes extras if we hit our stretch goals. Order today and discover what terrors are lurking within. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I just read something really funny while that was playing. But also, how do you guys like the scream at the end? That's Jason's, of course, who's in the chat, and I don't know why he's not here on the stream with me. But let me check in with you guys. Maybe Jason will come on by the time I read some of these chats. Of course, we got the link there, so please check it out, guys. Who's going to put us at 100 backers? Oh man. Let's see. There's a link for the Christmas Morning Massacre. Let's see. We got Sabedius. I don't know how I said it. Sabedius in the chat. It says show B intro video. Yeah. We could show that one. I can pull that one up. That's the Unifui one. Let me open up. I still have that other tab open. Let me go to Mr. Unifui's channel. Yep. The Just Behave one. Okay, yeah, I found it. So we'll play that one. We'll play it in a minute here. Linkovich says only 216 more days till Halloween. That's right. Jason, of course, is chilling. One more backer. One more until we hit 100. Isaac Levine is here. Nice to see you, dude. Brother Gay says, I'm canceling you between shows 95 and 100 now, so you'll have to wait to see which. Okay, Brother Gas. Is Dino King canceled? Say it ain't so, Nasser, says Jim Tuner. What's Dino King? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and I'll play that video because it was requested. And I think it's kind of funny too. Here we go with Just Behave.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Love you, baby. It's quite alright. I need you, baby.
Go fuck yourself.
Love you, baby. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you.
Oh my goodness. That was pretty funny. Let me see what else is going on. Isaac, I'm not going to read that one, but that's pretty funny. Cynic and Chief says 100th episode, 24-hour stream with Soy Rage. We'll see. You know, Soy Rage actually did do a stream yesterday with Cider where they were doing a commentary on Jupiter Ascending, I believe. I'll pull it up right now. Let's see, K-Log's House of Horror. They did a stream. I'll put the link for it in the chat. Here it is. Jupiter's Ascending commentary with Cider, Slurby, Jazz Crab, Sunshine, and K-Log. And I think I'm going to be joining them for a movie commentary stream. I don't know when. I don't know which movie yet. But here's the link if you guys want to open it in another tab and Save it for after the stream, of course. But there's a link right there. I think me and Soy Rage Insider and the other guys probably are going to do a commentary for a horror movie of some sort. We don't know which one yet. Still talking about it, but there's a link. So if you want to watch what they did for Jupiter Ascending, check it out right there. Let's see. Jim Tuner says this sort of video is why Nasserism is an existential threat to Comicsgate. Okay. Vilnet says Nasser hashtag romance soy rage. Brother Gaius said that was very gay. Lasmat Film says that ending is the best. Jim Tuner says Jupiter Ascending, isn't that a porn movie? Is it? I don't know. I've never seen it. I just know they did this commentary on it, and they asked me to do one with them. Oh, hey, George Peter Gatz says, thank you for Canadian $10. Says Joe King is live on Indiegogo. 2 epic books, superhero, sci-fi, action, adventure, 240 pages total, full color. You get a free spaceship with the books. And did you know it's a sequel to Nasser's latest book? It is not a sequel to my latest book, but that's cool. You get a spaceship, man. What are like the dimensions of the spaceship? What kind of spaceship is it? Is it like one of those things where like it's a printed out sheet of paper and like you got to like cut it in places and fold it in places and you make a little spaceship? Or is this like a plastic toy, or what is it? And I just got a notification, just got an email that we got a new backer. So thank whoever backed us. Let me share my screen and we will refresh the page. Let me find it. Chrome tab. There we go. Secret Comics Presents. And we'll take a look at George's book. If anyone wants to post George's book here in the chat, post a link to it. We'll take a look at it. Thank you very much again, George, for the super chat. But let's refresh, guys. We went up to 100 backers. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. $2,376, 100 backers, 21 days left. And we are, I think, roughly 800, maybe even a little less, dollars away from what the campaign ended at the first time we ran this. The first time we ran it, it took us 60 days to get to $3,100, and we failed because our goal was 6,000, and we barely past the 50% mark on that campaign. But now we've gotten to 100 backers much quicker. We've raised $2,300 much quicker, and everything's moving so much better with this campaign. So thank you very much, everybody that's been backing. If you have not backed yet, I would really like it if you guys back the thank you page tier. That's my favorite tier. We have 43 of those left, but you can't go wrong with any of these, whether you get the digital, the physical, the variant, 2 copies, both covers. If you get the Kick Nasser button, if you get this torso sketch for $100, 48 of those left. You don't want to miss out. You guys want to own some of Jason's original art. You guys really do want this because it's incredible. And even on Ethan's stream last night, Ethan took a look at the campaign and he's like, yeah, this is the best art I've ever seen on one of Nasser's books. So you guys should all get these. Get these pages, guys. These original pages are $250. Or you could get the 6x9 torso sketch for $100. But you all got your Biden bucks, so you guys could all afford an original page. There's 19 out of 20 of them left. You could all even technically afford the cover. It's $1,000. But yeah, if you guys want to back us, look at this beautiful art. And if you buy one of the pages, all the grayscale was added in Photoshop, so the pages are going to be straight black and white. But this is beautiful art. We'll be adding more pages to the campaign soon, or at least some panels, because since there's 4 stories in it, and some of them are just 2 pages long, 2 of them are 2 pages long, and 2 of them are each 8 pages long, it's somewhat difficult to post stuff without spoiling. Let me check in with you guys. Let's see. Second Chief says horror movie recommendation: Ghostbusters 2016. No, I don't think we're going to be looking at that one. Let's see. Brother Gaius says, that's Uranus descending you're thinking about? As thanks everyone for 100 backers. Let's keep it going. Jason, if you could come on here, get on here. Congrats, Jason F. Nasser, says Brother Gaius. Let's see. Yeah, Jason says if we get to 30,000, Nasser shaves his head. Speaking of Jason, he's here.
Hey Nasser, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Yeah, I can hear you.
They're good.
Fly Fox Pro says, "Have I been canceled yet?" I would love it if we canceled Fly Fox Pro, wouldn't you?
No, we need Fly Fox Pro to help spread the word about Secret Comics Presents.
I'm
Can't
just
cancel
kidding.
them.
I'm just kidding. Let's see. George said he sent me a photo, presumably of the spaceship that he says comes with his book. I'm gonna open up Twitter here, and I will find this picture of let's see. Okay, so it is a cool plastic toy.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Show it.
I'm about to. I'm gonna stop my screen for a second so I can share it. Share screen. Here we go. So you get this cool rocket ship. Yeah, that's really cool.
That's awesome. Who made that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
George.
printed?
Who made that? Huh?
Is that 3D printed?
I don't know. It's George in the chat. This comes with his book if you buy it. So
cool.
Let me stop my screen. I'll post a link for George's book if he sent it to me. Did you send it to me? Let me see. Oh, I found it. I think. Yeah, I found it. Okay. I will copy the link here for George's book and I will put it in the chat. Once I get it to load, I don't know why it's taking forever to load. Here we go. Okay, I found it. Sorry guys to be a boomer on the air, but let's see. Back of George. There we go. That's the link for George's book if you guys want to get it and get the little rocket ship thingy that comes with it. It looks really cool.
He says it is 3D printed.
And Probby says, "Listen to my voice deeply. You need to buy some of Jason's original art."
Yes, I agree with him, Probby. Listen to him. Listen to his voice deeply. Buy some of my original art. And back to Secret Comics Presents. I also want to thank everybody who has backed us so far. You've gotten us to 100 backers in a fairly short amount of time, a little more than a week, and we all really appreciate it. So thank you very much. If you've already backed it, thank you. Please consider backing it at a higher tier. All the help you provide will help us get to our stretch goals, hopefully, and we'll reach our $30,000 stretch goal where Nasser has to shave his head, which is where
it's not just about backing it a second time at the highest tier. Even if you backed it a second time at the digital tier, that helps us a lot.
Oh yeah,
because there's nothing to print and ship at the digital tier. So the money from the digital tier could go into different expenses we have on the campaign. That's really helpful. So if you buy the digital tier, that could go towards paying Jason his $14.58 he's charging me for the whole book.
What?
Maybe we should play that. Maybe we should play that video where we went over how we agreed to work together.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't think I read this one. Where Probby says, "How much for someone to meet up with you and shave your head for you?" Streamed, of course.
Well, if we reach $30,000, I will fly up to Chicago and I will shave Nasser's head myself.
Okay,
live.
It's a deal. It's a deal.
On the air.
Jason will shave it.
I will shave his head with pleasure.
Billy Sidney says, "Where's Soy Rage? Beats me. I'm glad he's anywhere but here."
Aw, I miss Soy Rage.
Deltaverse is excited to see Jason Robinson. Then he says Robinson Jason.
Hey Deltaverse, how you doing?
And he says Josen Rabinson.
What the heck? No.
We got Nasja Nabinos. Okay then. Brother Gay says, "Stop alluding to page rates, Nasser. When are you going to learn and pay Jason?"
Yeah,
I'm gonna pay
Jason.
I'm gonna pay Jason. You know, I'm gonna pull up the video.
Hey,
it's the story.
Don't be spreading lies.
No, it's not lies. It's the story of how me and Jason decided to work together. So I'm gonna share this video. If you guys missed this, it's hilarious. It has under 100 views. It needs more views.
It doesn't need any views, Nasser. It's all fibs.
Oh, I'm gonna play it. Hold on. There's an ad in front of it. Wait, I have to wait for this ad. There we go.
Sheesh. What the heck? Oh my gosh, Nasser.
But yeah, and for those that don't know, this was the book me and Jason decided to work on when Jason told me, "Hey, let's do a comic."
Look, Jason,
And I
it's
was
us in the past.
Jason, no, I left. I cannot. And Jason was like, let's do something.
I like Jason in
And
the
I was
past
like,
more
no,
because
I
he's
left.
drawing.
And he's like, I'm bringing you back. And I was kind of annoyed at him, but Jason's like,
I am
hey,
drawing,
I'm a good
but
artist and
I'm
I'll
not on
draw it for
screen.
free.
That didn't happen.
So
Yeah.
so I was like, Jason, I don't want you to draw it for free. Let me pay you. And Jason's like, no, I must bring you back, and I will do it for free.
Oh
So-
my god!
So Jason just kept bringing up free, and I was like,
Yeah.
Jason, if you insist, I mean,
I'm so happy I kept those DMs.
but
This is a true story,
Which will hold up
everybody.
in court.
It's all lies.
but
It's
no,
exactly how it
Jason
happened.
kept telling me like, look,
Verbatim.
I'll draw it for
Liar.
free. I'll draw it for free. He wouldn't shut up. He just kept giving me this
That's a
offer.
big
Like,
fibber.
every day I woke up and like free in all caps is like the first word I would see in all these messages. And Jason wanted to work on something, so I was
And
like,
then you
know
woke
what?
up. Uh-huh.
So I was like, you know what? I was trying to get these short stories going, previously with a few different artists, and I wanted to do Secret Comics Presents as far back as I think 2018. And I was talking to some artists and trying to get them to do these stories, and none of them came through. And I was like, Jason, I have these short stories. I was trying to do an anthology, and there were more stories. There were probably like 12 or so.
Yeah, I remember some of the ones that aren't in the final book. So
Yeah, and so
maybe for issue 2, maybe.
we'll see. Issue 2. Also, this is another reason to make this a success. If this succeeds, then issue 2 will be publishing other people as well. There'll be room for stories from other people. So make sure this succeeds, and you could be in issue 2 potentially, unless me and Jason don't want you in. But anyways, but no, I had like 12 stories, and so me and Jason just decided which ones were the best, and we went with these 4.
Jason and I.
So me and Jason decided these ones were the best.
You're a writer.
And so me decided these were the best, and so me decided these were going to be the ones that Jason draws. Dougie P missed the story of how we ended up working together. Dougie P, it was over a year ago, and Jason was like, hey, you shouldn't leave comics. We should do a comic together. And I was like, Jason, I don't know. I don't really want to. And Jason's like, hey, I'm a great artist. Here's my art, and I'll do it for free. And I was like, you're gonna draw my comic for free. And he replied in all caps. I'll never forget it. He replies, absolutely free of charge, like all caps.
Liar.
And I was like, Jason, you gotta be kidding me.
That's exactly what you told me.
But I don't think so. And Jason was just so persistent. I couldn't turn the kid down. Every day I would wake up, I'd have 3 or 4 new messages from him, and all of them somewhere in the message, like he would send me these long paragraphs, and somewhere in each of them would say free in all caps. Like he'd be like, blah 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 blah, and don't forget it's free, like free in all caps. And he's like, please, like let's do this. I love your books. You're my favorite writer of all time. He was like, Jason's like, I've been a fan of yours from the start. I love your books. They're better than anything on the market.
I've been writing since the 90s.
He's like, it's better than anything on the market. I would kill to work with you.
Which is true.
And kill was one of the only other words he put in all caps besides free. He was like, I would kill to work with you. And I was like, Jason, this is a little extreme, but Jason.
No, I said I will kill you if I don't get paid for this work. That's what I actually wrote.
but Jason just kept insisting. I was like, fine, Jason. I was trying to do Secret Comics Presents back in 2018. None of these artists really came through. I wanted to put together an anthology, and maybe you could draw these. And we had like 12 stories. We went through, picked out the best 4, and we put together this book. And Jason just kept insisting, like the whole time. I was like, Jason, I mean, I could PayPal you right now. I could pay you $100 a page. I told him, I was like, Jason, my PayPal is ready. How much do you want per page? 100, 150? And Jason's like, Jason,
Nasser.
Did you believe he turned this down?
This little story you're telling is the best writing you've ever
He turned
done.
down all that money. Jason was like, "Whoa, there's more than anybody's ever offered me before. I cannot accept that."
I can't guarantee that the writing of this book will be as good as the story Nasser's now telling you, but at the very least, you'll have very good art.
And Jason's like,
so back our book.
Jason's like, no, that's like double the most I've ever been offered, and I just can't. And Jason's like, let me draw it for free first, free in all caps again, and then you could pay me later on the back end if it's whatever. And so and so I had the shorts that I wanted to do, and like I said, I wanted to do it before with some artists, and none of them came through. And I also thought about doing it because it was a return to comics, and I thought whenever somebody starts in their medium of art, whether it's writing a novel or writing a comic or shooting a film or something, they always start with a short story, whether it's a short story, like 500 words, or a short story in a comic like 8 pages, or something like that. Everybody always starts with shorts first before they do something longer. And I thought, since I'm returning, I'll do shorts before doing something longer. And Jason was like, that's such a great idea. You always have great ideas. That's why you're my favorite author. Jason's like, Jason was so excited to work on one of my ideas. You should have seen his face when we were on a private hangout, and he actually had it on his face. You should have seen his face when I said he could work on 4 of my ideas.
You guys really should have seen.
Yes, Jason, work on 4 of them. Jason was drooling. He was rubbing his hands together, and he was so excited. It was great. That's pretty much the story of how we worked together. I left out a lot of his creepy phone calls when he would call up. Like he got inspired at like 3 in the morning, maybe it was even 2 in the morning. The day after I turned in the script, he's like, I'm beginning thumbnails right now. I've got so much energy, I just can't put the script down. He's like, I've read it 8 times. I'm on my 9th time. I'll finish it at a 10th time by the time we're done with this phone call. I was like, slow down a little, Jason. He's like, no, I'm going full force. And he was thumbnailing the book like at like 2 in the morning. I swear by like 6 in the morning he turned in like the first inked page. He was working incredibly fast, and it's been so great. It's been so great. And again, even before we launched, he was like, don't forget, I'm doing this for free in all caps. So that is the story of how we decided to work together. Oh my goodness. Deltaverse Comics thank you for $2 says, Jason, haven't heard your story coming to CG. How'd you find CG, Jason?
How'd I find CG?
Yeah.
Well, when 2018, when I was trying to think. Yeah, I was friends with Ethan on Facebook, and then I started watching his channel when he started that on YouTube back in, I guess, October of 2017.
Something like that.
And then I followed him. Yeah, then I followed him there, and then over the course of the next 6 months, sort of CG already existed, but in terms of more pros getting into it and making their own books at that point, then I started to follow all the creators and everything.
Yeah, and mine's pretty similar to that, because I was in a Facebook group and somebody posted one of Zach's videos, and I watched it. I became a fan of Zach, and then in that same group, I discovered Ethan was in there, and I sent Ethan a friend request. I was freaking out because he accepted it. And I've always loved his art. And then he was doing live streams on Facebook, and I would always freak out because I had never interacted with any artist before. He was the first one, and I would always freak out because I would say, "Hey, Ethan, who's your favorite Beatle?" Or I'd ask him questions like that, or something, and he would see and he would answer it, and I'd be like, "Oh my goodness, I'm interacting with Ethan! Like, this guy's such a good artist. I love his art." And then he started his YouTube channel, and I was one of the first subs, and cool. So mine's pretty much like yours.
Yeah,
but yes, that's the story of how we both found CG. Hail Ethan! I love Ethan. Everybody's got a lot of confidence in Jason that he's gonna do great with this book. He really has. Just wait till you guys get it in your hands and see some of the pages I can't show because of spoilers. But Improbi says I have full confidence Jason will. I'm reading something, Jason, and probably says, I have full confidence Jason will slam this one out of the park. Jason, why isn't your camera on, man? I want to see some art.
Because I'm working. I'm working. I'm on deadline for
you're on
another job. A job that actually pays, Nasser.
This one, I offered you. I was like, Jason, my PayPal is ready.
Yeah,
100 a page, 150, and Jason was like, no, that's more than double the most I've ever been offered, and I can't take that. And Jason was very insistent. Jason's like, I feel like this book is the reason God placed me on Earth. This is my masterpiece. He was really insistent. He's like, I cannot take money for this. This book is worth something more than money.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
It's a once in a lifetime creation.
Like at all. Yeah,
that's what he was telling me. That's what he was telling me.
I'm pretty sure you dreamed that up. If we had a backer for every fib you told in that story, we would have over 1,000 backers.
I think your phone's ringing.
It is ringing. I'll be right back. I have clients.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Paying clients,
okay.
Nasser.
Okay. I meant to mute Jason. I didn't mute him. I think I muted myself on accident. Let's see. Deltaverse says, Jason, are you still working in mainstream? If not, I wondered, did you leave or were you kicked out? Jason's on the phone, so he can't really answer this, but Jason wasn't really part of the mainstream. He did a comic for Todd McFarlane in the 90s, just one issue that came out with a toy. And then after that, he just did like advertising illustrations and that sort of stuff. So he hasn't really worked in like mainstream comics outside of that one issue like 30 years ago. So yeah,
Hello?
he was never. Oh, hey, Jason. Yeah, I muted you. I was explaining to Deltaverse that you were never part of the mainstream because he asks, "Are you still working in the mainstream? If not, I wondered, did you leave or were you kicked out?"
Well, I was too good for the mainstream. They were scared of my talent, so they refused to hire me. That's what I like to tell myself.
Right. And that's why Jason wanted to work with me. He's like, you understand my artistic abilities, and you're like the one person that just gets it, and I really want to work with you because the mainstream, I thought that's what I wanted. Until I met someone that was such a great writer and businessman as you, and like this is what I was looking to do in comics all along. So those are Jason's own words.
Yeah. But no, I tried to get into mainstream comics for probably over a decade. And I would go to conventions and everything, and show my work, and they say, "Oh, this is nice," and then they, send me rejection letters and everything. I'd mail my samples off to everyone, and I get rejection letters, and that's fine for a while, but after,
well, you know what you should have done. Not to cut you off there, but you know what you should have done.
Oh, go ahead, cut me off. Go ahead.
You should have just called them all racist. You should have just said, "You guys are racist. I'm black. Hire me."
There you go. But meanwhile, in the real world, but it's fine when you're younger and you're living at home, but eventually you move out and you have to like pay the rent and buy food and stuff, and you can't waste all your money and all your time driving 12 hours to conventions just to get rejected. So I finally realized that why am I wasting all my energy trying to get into comic books that for a not so great salary when I could be doing advertising work that pays 3 times as much or more for half the work. So that's what I've been doing.
Improbi says Jason was waiting for the chosen one to arrive before he fully invested going back into comics. Yes,
exactly.
Yes. It was a long wait. It was a long wait.
It was like the Golden Child, the Eddie Murphy movie. I saw Nasser on Ethan's stream. It's like it's a Golden Child.
I've never seen that, but I believe it though. I believe it.
You haven't seen most things, Nasser, so that's okay. Don't worry about
Yeah, I know. Which I feel embarrassed all the time, because I do a horror stream on Tuesdays. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 7:30 Central. But anytime Mark or Full Custom, my co-hosts, they talk about like, oh, have you seen this movie? And I'm always the one that says no. Like one of them will say, have you seen this? The other one's like, yeah, and then there's me. No. every time it's no. I feel so embarrassed.
You should, Nasser. You should.
Deltaverse says, can I add on the button for the 2 variants tier? Let me see.
Maybe that's an option.
Well, the button tier comes with both covers. It doesn't say that in the description. It just says it comes with 2 copies of the book because we added on the variant later. But that tier does come with 2 comics, so it'll come with both variants. So yeah. But he says, can I add on the button for the 2 variants tier? So he doesn't want the main cover. I think he wants just 2 copies of the variant.
Okay.
Well, if you want that tier to come with both of them as the variant instead of one of the main cover, just message me Deltaverse and I'll mark it down. Because I keep little notes sometimes if there's ever something like that. Like one time somebody told me, hey, I bought 4 copies of Stardust, don't sign any of them. So I just made a little note that when you get to this guy's order, don't sign them. So if there's things like that, I'll just put down a little note. So that way, it's a little bit different, and I'll just have it marked down for when I get to you. Brother Gay says, Nasser can't relate to any of those things, Jason, but we can.
That's not surprising. Nasser is a little out of it. He's too young.
Okay, Deltaverse says he does want the 2 different covers with the Kick Nasser button. All right, man. So yeah, so just get the Kick Nasser button tier, and it'll come with one of each cover. So yeah.
Hey Nasser.
Yeah.
Have you seen Invincible yet?
No, I haven't.
You should watch it. It's good.
Well, I don't know. When I watched the trailer, I was like, it's a little cringy.
A little cringy.
Yeah.
You have Amazon Prime? Watch it.
No, I don't have Amazon Prime.
Okay, you can't watch it then. Don't worry about it. It's good though. It's very good.
Isn't it? I don't know. I watched the trailer and I was like, this isn't quite exactly what I wanted.
Watch it. It's not what you probably think it is. Have you read the book?
I've read the book. Yes, I've read it all.
Okay, heck. Okay, fine. Then that's just like the book. It's good.
Is it? Because I saw the trailer and I was like, it's a little different. I was like, maybe I'll just pass.
It's not that different. I was watching with my wife, and it got to the end of the first episode. She was like shocked.
I'm pretty sure I know what they're showing at the end of that episode is the big twist. And when my brother read it, he only read up to the twist, and when he read it, I was like, "Isn't that crazy?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't really care." I was like, "What do you mean? That was really good."
What?
He starts reading you're after the twist. Not because he didn't stop because of the twist. He just didn't really care about the book. I was like, "You're crazy." I was like, "You're crazy."
Yeah. When I first read that, I was like, "What the heck?" I was like messed up.
Deltaverse says, does that come with free U.S. shipping? Yeah, that tier is just 30 shipped to the U.S. Let me see. And Proby says, is Nasser still not willing to go in demand after the campaign's funding ends? The only time I go in demand is if the book's not pretty much ready to go. For Stardust, we fulfilled. For Stardust, we fulfilled in September and ended in August. So that's why we ended. We were all ready to go. For Trixie, that ended in May, but it didn't. Or no, on the campaign. No, did it end in May? Yeah, I think it did end in May. I think that one was March 2019, and it ended in May. And I think I kept it open till maybe June. I think around June-ish or July. And we ended up ordering those in like October sometime. I could have kept that one open a little bit longer, but I thought we were going to get a little more done, and then Sean kind of dragged on art a little bit. I would have kept that one in demand a little bit longer. If I had known I still needed another like month and a half before the book was done. But that one I went into in demand just because we needed a little more time. And then Asile, no in demand because we fulfilled right away. And for this, it just depends on Jason. Because this, if we go 30 or 60 days, then that'll be, what is that? The middle of May?
May 16th.
Yeah, so like if we're like in the middle of May and Jason's like, I still need 2 more months or 3 months, and we'll keep it going. But I'm hoping that this will come out by like. Well, I'm hoping we could,
It will be delivered by October.
We put it down October. I'm hoping to do it earlier because I have another book to launch in the summer.
Yeah. I said by October.
Yes,
earlier,
by October. October is what we put down. I'm hoping, it'll come out by the summer. It just depends on Jason here.
It does because I'm doing the art, I'm doing the lettering, I'm doing the layout, I'm doing everything. Nasser's just like waiting in his basement, for his check. And he, and the mail stuff out. That's all he's doing. I'm doing all the real work with the book. But not only that, it's how fast I can do the book is depending on my workload outside of the book. So that sort of interferes a little. But regardless, I'll be done with everything, in time to get the book to the backers, the customers by at the very latest October. So that's why Nasser put October.
Yeah, putting a little cushion there because all my campaigns except Trixie were on time. Trixie was like 3 or 4 months late, I think, and that's because I didn't put any sort of padding on that one. So yeah, always put a little padding on the delivery date. Let's see, and we also got 26 people in here. So guys, hit that thumbs up, thumbs down. Please share out the link. Random Chance says it's lunchtime and nobody's eating hot dogs. Sorry, Random Chance. And this probably isn't going to be the most popular article to look at, but I'm going to look at this one because it really annoyed me. Now everybody talks about Star Wars and stuff being their childhood, but like I'm going to take a look at this because this is my childhood right here. Was Captain Underpants, and it looks like the author is getting canceled. So that's why this stream is titled everything canceled.
The author canceled himself by caving in, but go ahead.
He did. He caved in.
It's foolish.
It's really dumb. But I know this isn't going to be popular with my audience of people that are anywhere from 43 to 55. So I probably have like 2 viewers, maybe at most, that'll be with me on this. But Scholastic pulls children's book from Captain Underpants author over harmful racial stereotypes and passively racist imagery. What does any of that even begin to mean? I don't really know, but let's see what it says. So a children's book from Dave Pilkey, author of the Captain Underpants series, has been pulled from shelves because it perpetuates passive racism. What's passive racism? Do you have any clue, Jason?
I'm guessing based on the title of the book that he depicted Chinese people as knowing Kung Fu, which makes sense since Kung Fu is Chinese.
Right.
I'm not sure. As I'm saying, it's just idiocy. And this guy caved to the mob like a fool, and he cut his own throat. He basically committed, suicide.
Sudoku. He committed Sudoku.
Yeah.
But
that's Japanese.
Passive racism. Somebody in the chat looked that up. I feel like there's a new term every week, or no, every day, pretty much every hour. There's a new term, and I don't know what it is. Passive racism. Let's see. Cynic in Chief is saying cancel all the things. Bullet says, I told you, hot dogs and cars. Random Chances, I've been sharing it out because it's insane. Brother Gaius says, I don't know what this is, but I hate it. And Improbi says they are never clear on their accusations. That's a good point, Improbi. It's not like they could point to a page and they're like, look, he did this, he said this isn't acceptable.
Right.
They're looking at a book that's it's 11 years old, by the way. So this book came out in 2010. And suddenly 11 years later, no, this is passive racism. But okay, so the article says, last week, children's publisher Scholastic announced they will no longer distribute Pilkey's 2010 graphic novel, The Adventures of Ook and Glook, Kung Fu Cavemen from the Future. That sounds awesome.
It does. Kung Fu Cavemen? What's not to like?
Cavemen from the Future. That's great. Let's see.
Maybe the cavemen weren't Chinese, so they were committing a cultural appropriation by learning Kung Fu.
All right, let me see what this says. Together, we recognize that this book perpetuates passive racism, the publishing house said in a statement on their website. We are deeply sorry for this serious mistake. Scholastic has removed the book from our websites, stopped fulfillment of any orders, domestically or abroad, contacted our retail partners to explain why this book is no longer available, and sought a return of all inventory.
Idiocy.
They will also take steps to inform schools and libraries who have the book that they've decided to withdraw it from publication. The decision was made with the full support of Pilkey, the statement said. The author took to his YouTube page to discuss the change, saying, it was brought to my attention that this book also contains harmful racial stereotypes and passively racist imagery. What does that mean? Tell us what was racist.
Nothing.
Okay, then he continues, I wanted to take the opportunity to publicly apologize for this. It was wrong, or it wasn't as wrong and harmful to my Asian readers, friends and family, and to all Asian people. So hold on. So he has Asian readers, friends and family, and none of them ever read this, and none of them were told them back then like it's racist. Like it was not racist. Who complained? Who complained? Who complained?
Usual suspects.
No, you know what? No, you know why they complained suddenly? Because he's white. He's white, and they were like, "Hey, this dude's white, and he wrote a minority character. We cannot have this."
Right.
Let's see. And then I guess this is a link to his YouTube video. I'm not gonna play it, but below it says, "Huh?"
I looked at it. There's nothing on there other than this note scrolling up and down. There's no words. There's no.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
But then he says,
and he also blocked all comments.
Wow. But on the article says, Pilkey initially said the book, which tells the story of a group of friends who use martial arts and Chinese philosophy to save the world, which is very racist, was created to showcase diversity, equality, and nonviolent conflict resolution. However, he now sees the harm. What harm? What part of this was harmful?
All of it, Nasser.
I don't understand. Are they never going to show us what was harmful?
A white man created it. That's harm enough. Isn't that enough, Nasser? Has he created enough harm?
Oh my goodness! The
Look at Captain Underpants.
Unforgivable sin, being white.
What? Look at Captain Underpants. What ethnicity is he?
American.
That's not an ethnicity.
It is to me. But on. So I think this
you need to get rid of that internalized racism, Nasser. You need to reject your internalized racism.
Let me read this. Let me read this next part. It's a quote from him. I hope that you, my readers, will forgive me and learn from my mistake that even unintentional and passive stereotypes and racism is harmful to everyone, wrote Pilkey. I apologize and I pledge to do better. So how many editors do you think he has over at Scholastic, and none of them complained about racism in 2010? I'm gonna guess he had at least. I'm gonna say he had at least 4. I'd say I'm just throwing out a number there. I don't know typically how many editors they have, but you'd think, he writes the script and then he draws it, so they probably have, like 2 editors, probably for when he writes the script, going over the story, going over typos, that sort of thing. And then after he draws it, there's probably a couple people that go over it, like, taking a look at the art and, maybe you could correct this, maybe you could draw this thing here, typical editors. And I'm just going to throw out the number 4, because I think probably these books from authors that sell a lot, they probably have a big team behind them, and his books sell millions of copies. And so let's say he had probably 4, maybe even 5 editors on this. None of them ever said, no, this is racist, don't do this. Like, if it's racist, how did it get through, like, all the editing, publication? 11 years go by, nobody cares until now when everything gets
sir. You don't understand. They were all racist. That's why they let it go.
Right.
Okay? They finally got some real enlightened editors at Scholastic who looked at all of this evil white man's garbage that he's been putting out for the past how long, 20 years, and they realized that they have a racist.
I was reading.
They have a racist working for them.
I was reading his books when I was like 5 years old, probably.
So you've been ingesting racist propaganda since you were 5. It might as well.
I shouldn't say I've been reading them since I've been 5, because I haven't read them since I was a kid. But I did read them when I was like 5 to 10.
You might as well have been reading Mein Kampf.
Right.
So.
Let's see. The decision to remove Pilkey's book comes shortly after the announcement that Dr. Seuss Enterprises will stop the publication and licensing of 6 Dr. Seuss titles, which portray people in ways that are hurtful and wrong. Those 6 titles, If I Ran the Zoo, and To Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street,
Terrible.
What is this? McElligot's Pool, Scrambled Egg Super, The Cat's Quizzer, and On Beyond Zebra were chosen because they contain racist imagery.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they never say what was racist about it? The announcement to stop publication of the Seuss titles coincided with the National Education Association's Read Across America Day, a youth literacy event which was aligned with the birthday of Dr. Seuss until 2018. Dr. Seuss Enterprises announced they were support of the decision and are committed to ensuring the work of Seuss, real name Theodore Seuss Geisel, represents and supports all communities and families. Despite the agreement of Dr. Seuss Enterprises, conservative critics blame the decision to stop publishing the 6 books on cancel culture. Florida Sen Marco Rubio tweeted, when history looks back at this time, it will be held up as an example of a depraved socio-political purge driven by hysteria and lunacy. Agreed.
Basically. Yeah.
I pulled up the Ook and Glook cover. I'm going to share my screen so we can take a look at it and see how racist it is.
Let's see it.
Look at this.
Let's check it out.
How is this racist? Let's see. The Adventures of Ook and Glook, Kung Fu Cavemen from the Future.
It's right there in black and white. You got a white man. That makes it racist.
Treehouse Comics proudly presents, oh man, action, laughs, flip-o-rama in every chapter. The second graphic novel by George Beard and Harold Hutchins, the creators of Captain Underpants. Oh my goodness.
They're culturally appropriating Asian culture. Kung Fu Caveman. Now, I don't see any Asians there. I see a black man and I see a white guy.
And this one, there's Asian people, but what's racist about this, though? I don't understand.
Aha, look at their eyes, though. Their eyes are slanty.
It says Master Wong's School of Kung Fu on the window here.
Aha. See, there you go. They're assuming because his name is Master Wong that he's a Kung Fu master.
I don't understand. I don't understand what's racist about this.
Why does that black man have an afro? Racist.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Learn to speak caveman language. Cavemonics instead of ebonics. Cavemonics. Fun, easy, and annoy grown-ups. Lesson number 1. Turn I into me. Want to talk like caveman? First rule: no more use pronoun I. Instead, use me. Let's practice. English: I like candy. Cavemonics: me like candy. I play baseball. Me play baseball. I am awesome. Me awesome.
Oh dang! That's kind of racist.
It's not racist though. He's a caveman. You can't be
It's
racist
hilarious.
against a caveman. That's how they talked in a certain period of time. That's like
Only
in
the black
500 years, if they look back and they're like, let's talk like it's 2021, which they would never want to do. But if they use the art English, people would be like, that's racist. It's not. It's just how people, it's how cavemen talked.
As Bullet tells the truth right here. He says, Nasser, round eye, just don't understand what's wrong with it.
Huh. Deltaverse Comics, thank you for $2. Says, I am backer number 102. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Let me see what else is going on in the chat. This actually moved really fast. Stupid Noofy says, commit Sudoku, death by 9x9 grids. Matt C says, they designed the definitions to be squishy so that they could apply it any way they like because they have institutional power. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. They keep it vague so they can say anything's path of way to them. Brother Gates says, Nasser's childhood. No. Let's see. I'm getting in the middle of like 40 conversations here. Random Chance says, that lady pushing the Dr. Seuss canceling said she had a big list they were working on. Let me guess what else is on it. Animal Farm, Fahrenheit 451, 1984.
Anything that helps educate children and adults is
anything that I didn't read till my 20s, by the way. Brother Gaze
books.
Yeah, but those 3 books specifically. Brother Gaze says, take that, white man.
Have you read Atlas Shrugged yet, Nasser?
No, I haven't. It sounds boring.
Oh boy. That means you need to read it.
What's it going to teach me? What's it going to teach me?
What's it going to teach you? What did 1984 teach you?
About evil commies.
What did Animal Farm teach you?
About evil commies. Well, I should just say commies because they're all evil.
Okay. Read The Fountainhead first, and then move up to Atlas Shrugged.
Why do I want to read a book about a guy that just shrugs?
It's just a title, Nasser. It's not about a guy named Atlas.
It's not. Then why is he the title?
It's a metaphor.
Sauce says, what did I miss? What's canceled? Well, you sent that a few minutes ago, so I think maybe you saw what we were just talking about, but we were talking about Captain Underpants spin-off book got canceled. Yeah, Bullet says, got woke, went broke. Sauce says, the world has lost its mind. Get ironclad contracts, people. What was that?
Yeah.
You say something?
No.
Oh,
probably.
Bullet,
I don't remember.
Bullet says,
I'm old.
Nasser, read one. Read one before bed last night? I don't know what you mean. Improbi says, do you feel racist and privileged, Nasser? Yes, I do. Mr. Von Stugel says, the pristine white underpants are disturbing. Where are the skid marks? I don't know. Maybe he's always putting on a new pair. People are making Wong jokes in the chat. CWA92 says, you filthy round eyes. Okay. I'm trying to make them super round.
Oh no.
Okay. They're wide open.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
We're trying to get people to buy our book, Nasser, not drive them away.
Delta versus Dogman is next, to mark my words. Yeah, it's racist against dog kind. Let's see. Power Ranger says, any chance that we will get campaigns in the future of you doing special editions of your books and colorize them? Many of us would definitely buy them. I don't know. I don't really see them in color. I don't.
Nasser doesn't like color
probably
books. For some weird reason, he doesn't like color books.
Then it ruins the art.
Ugh.
Black and white is the artist's friend. All the scenes will look better in black and white. It's just like watching a black and white movie. It'll never look better in color. All the performances are better in black and white. It's the same thing with a comic. The story will look better in black and white. It's your friend, Jason. It tells the story better.
Well,
color makes color, and also too, doing horror comics, color is going to make it look too pretty. It's not going to look right.
It helps a book get out faster too. You don't have to worry about colorists.
Yeah.
So
faster and it's easier to produce. I would have to charge you guys so much more money to do them in color. You guys wouldn't like it. I mean, this book right now is $10 and $5 shipping. I mean, we'd have to do like $25 for the same book to cover the colorist and the extra cost to print. Like, it's gonna make things more expensive on you guys. Everybody's always like, Nasser, your books are so affordable. Have you thought about doing them in color? No, well, then I'd have to charge you as much as the other guys. I don't want to do that. I like keeping them the price that they are. It's easier to get into your guys' hands.
Yeah, and when you think about it, like most manga is black and white. So if you like manga, you should be used to black and white comics anyway.
People in the chat are speculating what all is on the list of books that are going to be canceled. Sauce is any book that warns you about evil, communism, and authoritarians is on the list. Buy them while you can, guys. Buy them while you can.
Seriously, for today it's Captain Underpants. Tomorrow it's going to be Animal Farm and 1984. So.
Sauce says, "Oh, this is your new artist. It's the first time I've seen him on stream." Jason's been on stream before, just not a lot recently.
Yeah, I've been busy with work, so it's been hard for me to spend time doing it.
Make sure you guys sub to Jason. By the way, is that illustration by design? Such a mouthful.
I'm sorry, that's my business name. I'm sorry,
instead of just Jason Robinson, it's illustration by design. Like it's a mouthful.
There are 5 zillion Jason Robinsons on the planet, Nasser.
Oh, so, that's racist. That's racist. I sincerely apologize for having Jason on the channel. I never knew how racist he could be, and I'm not associated with him anymore.
Why, Nasser? Why?
Matt C wants to know what's up with the ending of Asylum. We need a spoiler explanation stream. I explained it on the farms like 40 pages back, probably, maybe even more. Because somebody asked me over there. I guess we could do a spoiler. I'll do a spoiler explanation video, not a stream. I'll go ahead and do that. Emmett Reyna says Ayn Rand is so 1970s. It's 2020. Well, it's 2021. Time to get on the AOC train.
AOC.
Sorry, Deltaverse. Deltaverse says
1, 2, 3.
Deltaverse says Nasser won't hire me to color a book. Sorry, Deltaverse. Gamzee Macaro says a steady stream of articles lately that explain 1984 yet fail to underline that Orwell was specifically talking about communism. Instead, they slip in extreme right or left. Extreme left is communism, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You go far enough left, it'll be, it's basically communism.
Power Rangers says Nasser hates colors canceled. Yes. Yucky Gum says, have you seen a black and white 90s comic? It looks like nonsense. Well, my book isn't a black and white comic made in the 90s. It doesn't matter to me. And yes, I have seen them. I have the Spawn compendium. It's got the first 48 maybe issues. There's no problem with it being black and white, man. Determined Sheepy says black and white comics are great. The Japanese have this right with their books. Yes. See, somebody's on my side. Gabby says I do books that full color for $10. Are you the one coloring them? I mean, I don't color, and if I needed to pay somebody to color, I'd have to pay for that. I couldn't do it myself, and I'd have to raise the cost of print. It's one thing if you're coloring it and you're doing a small print run, but I mean, I can't color them. I'd have to hire somebody. That's too expensive, and it's going to cost too much to print. I got to keep these books as cheap as possible. Sauce is just admit the real reason it's cheaper, and the real reason is it's cheaper and quicker turnaround. That's only part of it. The other part is it looks much better in black and white. I don't know why people never believe me with this. I prefer black and white movies too over color movies. It's just it just makes everything better. Deltaverse says color can increase mood and ambience. I mean that's what the gray tones are for, aren't they? Gray tones could do that just fine. Improbi says, I think Eternity and Inner Demons is on that racist list.
It wouldn't surprise me.
A good thing Locked Coffins isn't. If you haven't bought Locked Coffins, that's the third book in that trilogy. So please do. Determined Sheepy says it's probably going to be Gary Paulson's Hatchet and Mr. Tuckett next. I don't know what those are. What are those?
I'm not familiar with them. I don't know what it is. Are they children's books or horror books? I don't know.
I don't know. Bullet says, you're all beautiful, precious snowflakes. I'm getting kind of tired of you, Bullet. Brother Gay says, did you just kick a black man off your show? He's not black, he's green.
The heck?
You're a cricket.
Yeah, I know, but
buy Nasser's books quickly before they're banned. You guys, I'm gonna take a moment here to show my other books besides the Indiegogo, just real quick because I've mostly been chilling the Indiegogo. But if you guys haven't bought the Christmas Morning Massacre or any of its sequels, the whole 5-book series, 100 Days Till Halloween, is on Amazon. I just put the link in the chat. I've sold 88 copies between all 5 books, so please buy them, you guys. I would like to get to 100.
Cool.
Let's see.
Nasser, stop doing that.
Matt C says, I cannot understand how to navigate the fruit farms. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Sauce says, did anyone else just hear a tornado siren? No, did you? Or don't answer me, Jason. Sauce says some art.
Oh, you're talking to me? You're asking me?
Sauce
I don't live in tornado land.
I do. Sauce says some art needs color to help you see what's going on. Yeah, grayscale. Scabby says, I do it all except writing. Yeah, I just do the writing. I can't do the art. That's why it's so expensive. But I wouldn't hire a colorist anyways. Power Rangers says, Nasser only loves the color white, and he makes sure to force the black lines to work for him. Sounds like slavery to me. Oh my goodness, they figured me out. They figured me out.
Nasser, racist confirmed. Racist confirmed.
Yucky Gum, who's also formerly a gigantic android, by the way, is calling me pretentious. Am I pretentious, guys? Put a P in the chat if I'm pretentious. Put a P. If I'm pretentious, if Yucky Gum is right, just put a P in the chat. Cynic in Chief says Nasser's next comic, Captain No Pants. Let's see. Wait, Jason, you put a P? You actually put P-E-E.
You told me to. Said put P in the chat.
Deltaverse put a P. Bullet put a P. Brother Gaius put a P. Nimprod put a P. Both of them put P multiple times. Matt C says double P. Power Rangers says PP. Brother Gaius puts a P. Amit puts a P.
Yeah, you're pretentious.
Big P says Deltaverse. Bullet says Captain Floppy Don. That's sick. What? How am I pretentious? Guys, you gotta tell me, how am I pretentious?
You're
guys are
snot
gonna
when it
make me
comes.
cry.
You're snot when it comes to color. You're a color snob.
You guys are gonna make me cry. Let's
Good.
refresh our campaign. Let's see what we're at.
Hey, let's back Secret Comics Presents to make Nasser cry.
Awesome. We're at 102 backers, guys. $2,431. Can we get to 2,500, you guys? Can we get to 2,500 on this stream?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Fantastic.
Come on, guys. We're only $69 away. $69 away. I know we could get there.
Yeah.
Let me get the link.
Please do not wait, because Nasser is going to close this campaign probably in May, I'm guessing, or shortly thereafter. So don't put it off. You know, and it really helps the campaign when people back it sooner rather than later. The sooner they back the campaign, the more it gets pushed by Indiegogo. So, you know, don't wait. Order your copies now. You know, buy some of the commissioned art that I'll be doing for you guys. You know, buy some of the original pages from the book.
Get drawn into the book, because we need that one like ASAP.
Yeah, you can get drawn to the book, because, you know, I need to know so I know who to draw. So yeah, there are plenty of tiers in the book. So please just go down the list, look at them, and you know, pick something that you think, you know, would be really cool. And you know, it will also, you know, you get a fantastic book, and you also get something cool in addition to it. So yeah, appreciate all your support.
Deltaverse Comics says big PP. Linkovich says, now you're acting like a P.
Yeah.
Brother Gay says, we don't have enough time to explain unless you want to go for 12 hours. I'll go for 12 hours. I mean, I won't go for 12 hours, but tell me, how am I pretentious? I don't get this. Deltaverse says, oh, but he put color on the color variant. I bet Jason convinced you. Well, originally this wasn't a variant. Originally, it was just a promo piece, and I don't care. Jason felt like coloring it, so he colored it. I didn't really care either way. If he colored it, you know, big deal. But then he wanted it to be a variant.
Well, yeah, because you know, I did all this work on this cool poster of Zombie Nasser.
Well, I wanted it to be a trading card, so maybe I gotta hire somebody to do a trading card.
You can make a trading card from it, but I drew it 11 by 17. I didn't draw 11 by 17 just so you can shrink it to, you know, 3 by 2.
No,
trading card.
Maybe I should convince Jim O'Reilly to do a trading card for me. He did the last one with the Sile, so maybe I'll convince him to do another one.
Well, yeah, or you can make this into a trading card.
But it's already a cover. That'd be cheating.
Be cheating? What do you mean cheating?
Because we can't recycle the art like that. You know, on the same campaign. I mean, we like on a future campaign maybe, but like,
oh please,
why not this one? Because people would be like, "Yay, I got the cover," and then it's the same thing on the trading card. Like that's just cheaping out.
No, please, yeah. But yeah. But I thought, you know, it would make a much better cover than just a trading card. So I finally convinced Nasser to let me use this as a variant cover. So.
Yucky Gum says you won't watch Rocky, but watch all the black and white classics. Pretentious. I'm sorry. It just doesn't interest me. But if somebody buys it, sends it to my P.O. box, which is in the description, I'll watch it.
Rocky's a pretty good film. The later ones are more fun though. So.
Power Rangers says, please explain to me why all your work is alt-white. Because I mean, I don't know. That's a little difficult to explain. This one's alt-white, especially because this one's alt-white, especially because I'm working with Jason. He's the most alt-white person I know. He just brings that presence to the book.
What? Yeah, no.
So Nick and Chief says someone donate $69.69 to the campaign. I don't think you could donate change. I think it has to be an exact dollar amount. The Elderverse says, don't skip my comment. Did I skip one? No, I read it. But it says he skipped the scarf comment, so it's confirmed. And Proby says, has Jason ever drawn a caricature of himself? Have you?
No, I've never drawn myself. I don't. I've never had an interest in drawing myself ever. I don't think I've ever drawn myself. I just like making fun of other people by drawing them. So.
Okay, yeah, Deltaverse says I did read it. Jason, I don't know why you're talking in the chat instead of just here on the stream.
I'm talking in both. I multitask, and I'm also working on my job that I'm trying to get done. So I'm definitely multitasking.
I feel as tired as this zombie looks in this picture here.
Well, that's why it's you. This is how you should look every day when you get up out of the grave with your pad of notes.
Absolutely.
All the ideas you came up with late at night, you scribble them down on your notebook next to your bed. It's like, Mom, look at this new novel I came up with.
I don't write down my ideas.
You just make them up as you go along?
No, I keep them all in my head. Well, I do make it up as I go along, but all the ideas, I just keep them in my head. I don't write them down.
That's a bad place to keep them, Nasser.
No, you don't forget the good ones.
You have good ideas? I mean, yeah. Okay, no, I got you. Okay.
Jason, you make those jokes on here, but as soon as we're off stream, you're telling me like, yes, like you're a genius, like this is my favorite short story I've ever had the pleasure of reading. Like,
as soon as we get off stream, I mean, I'm as effusive as Short Rage with you. So. Oh boy, someone else is calling. Hold on.
Okay, I think Jason muted himself.
No, I didn't. You did.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh. Wait, so you weren't going to answer?
Nah. It's my cell phone. I never answer my cell phone. Let's see. And probably says I've drawn myself twice. Wasn't so bad for a non-practitioner. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just don't find myself very interesting to draw. So I find other people more interesting. That's why.
Well, if I have to be a zombie, you have to be in the book somewhere.
I won't be.
So. I don't want to be a zombie.
It's too bad.
We'll put you. We're putting you in the intro.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm disguised. So
disguised.
Yes. Power Ranger says, Jason, please type a PP in chat if Nasser is holding a foam gun to your head to force you to call him a genius. There you go, PP.
Oh my goodness, I'm getting a little bored, so I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Maybe we'll turn this into a call-in for a little bit.
Oh no!
I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
The link for the
for the StreamYard, because nobody in the green room came by, so I'm putting it here in the chat. If anybody wants to come by, say hi, roast me, roast Jason.
No, don't roast Jason.
I hate doing this too, but I mean, we're gonna do it for like 10 minutes and then be out of here. So. When I do call-ins, I don't do them for long. If I ever do a call-in, it's pretty much like I'm out of ideas. We have 10 minutes to go. Let's do this. So.
Okay, we'll see if anyone shows up.
We'll see. It's we've been streaming for an hour and 19 minutes. When we get to an hour and a half, we're gonna end the stream. But this is your chance. If any of you want to come on here and say kick
If
Nasser.
any of you guys are really mad at Nasser for whatever reason, now's your chance to come in and just give him what for live, so we can all listen in and hear your gripes and give you encouragement as you tell Nasser to kick himself.
Still at 102 backers. I think we had 143 last time. So we're what does that make us? 42 away from beating where we were last time, I believe. So yeah, 42 more backers.
He probably says, I have no qualms with Nasser. Well, give yourself some time. Think about it. I'm sure you come up with something. Don't worry.
Power Ranger says, are you ever going to be active on Parler? It depressed me that Dark Gift had more followers than you on there. From what I heard is that he is the most dominant comic creator on Parler. I mean,
that's funny.
I hate their app. And they got taken down for a while, for a few months, so I don't know, never paid attention to whenever it came back. Did it come back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it came back probably in the last month or so. But yeah, they were down for about 2 months after Amazon and Google and all those guys ganged up on them.
Yucky Gum says, I can't super chat until streams reach the 2.5 hour mark. I mean, hey, I'll hold you to that. Once I'm done here, I mean, I could just leave the stream going for an hour and I'll come back and there better be a super chat from you.
Nasser.
Sauce says, EVS briefly showed your book in his last live stream. Yeah,
he did. I thought that was very cool. I watched his live stream this morning.
Yeah,
from yesterday. So.
He says you're making progress. Maybe one day he will bring you on stream. He did bring me on stream a few times during the Sile, but I I don't think people in the chat enjoyed me very much. So I think that's why he hasn't brought me on again.
Yeah.
He said he said he got refunds or something for bringing me on. So I don't want to get I don't want to get him more refunds. I don't want to bring him refunds.
Stop. You serious?
That's what he told me. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know how many he got, but I don't want him to get any more. I don't want him to get any more.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
But I don't know. Maybe he'll bring me on again, but
I mean, you're annoying, but I wouldn't refund a book just because someone had you on a stream. So
I don't think he'll ever make me a regular again. Sauce's Parlor is dead now. It has no growth. Random chances. Oh yeah, release the Soy Rage footage. 100 backers achieved. Mr. Dong says all Parlor's backend got hacked and leaked. Nobody wants to sign onto that now. Mr. Dong says, especially since you needed to upload your docs to get verified.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with what's required with Parler. I've never signed up with them. So
Yucky Gums is way to think through my challenge. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. We're gonna go for another 7 minutes, and then I'm pretty much done. But I think I'm gonna just leave the stream going for an hour because Yucky Gums said, he won't super chat until the stream gets to 2.5 hours. So we could just leave it chilling.
Determined Sheepy says, "Let the cricket tell us his artist story." Which artist story did you want to hear? Be more specific. What do you want to hear?
Power Ranger says, Nasser, do you think that Liam Gay will name his imaginary child after you? It would be touching in all the wrong ways, kind of like working for Liam. I would hate to be under him. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Hey, we got Mr. Unifui in here. We watched a couple of his videos on the stream today. Everybody go give him a sub. And probably says the love to hate Nasser is on every live stream I watch. Definitely.
Yeah, well, Nasser's used to it. He's had to deal with that ever since he first got onto Comicsgate. So
Sauce says that's playing scared. The chat will eventually accept you if you're good on stream. EVS chat is mean in a loving way. I don't know, man. I would love to be a regular again, but I don't think the chat wants me there. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Random chances. Nasser is the most vanilla CG creator. Those backers are soy. Mr. Dong says, I would fear for Liam's imaginary kid if he named him after Nasser. He would beat the imaginary kid for taking pictures of his dead imaginary dog. Oh my goodness. You guys know what we haven't watched in a while?
We are here to do a job. We are here to provide for the customer and make sure they are not fucked around again, right? And what we're gonna just let people in, and they were polite, but you guys don't know. Like
I don't, Liam. I don't.
Be glad you don't.
That's why you're here.
Let's exactly. It's ridiculous. I don't have time for games, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly do not. I have too much going on. I've taken a day here because it's election day, and we're gonna have a fun little.
It's not your election day. It's our election day.
Yeah. Well, it is. Your election day is the one that
No,
matters.
your day is Felix Haas Appreciation Day. Our day.
Yes,
Right,
please
National
appreciate
holiday.
Felix. People, give him some appreciation and
Or
shit.
get their DTFO.
Yes.
Liam, I gotta get the heck out of here because I gotta go
You
to
do.
work tonight.
See you later. If this is true, bring me Ethan Van Sciver. If this is what he said and it was not a joke, bring him to me.
What are you talking about?
Now.
Who?
EVS and Malin streamed with him for hours. It's clear to me that Nasser will return with open arms.
Oh, you want to get Nasser in here or EVS?
No, Ethan. Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now. I'll be live all day.
What are you talking about? Who are you? Orange Emperor?
That's right. I'm the Orange Tyrant. Bring them to me. I'm online. I'll be online all day. They can tell it to my face. They can say it to my face. They can tell me I'm wrong to my face.
Well,
If this is what's going on, share the stream out. I'm waiting. I'll wait because I will not abide this. Got people
You know what?
saying
If EVS shows up, I'll leave. You know what?
Yeah.
If y'all can get EVS in here, I'll
suggest
leave.
everyone does because we'll deal with this. I will not tolerate this.
And I know y'all want me to leave.
You're not in a position to say who is not confiscated? Sure I am. Let's see. If we're going to let Nasser back in to fuck with Liam because that's funny, let's see how funny that really is.
Funny.
Determined Cheapy says, what made you decide to do comic art with Nasser, specifically his good streaming skills?
No, he has crummy streaming skills. No, it was the fact that I read his first book, Stardust, and I was impressed by it. And I was impressed by Nasser's not just the book itself, but his ability to put out the book. I think it was his first comic book, and unlike some other comic book creators, so-called professionals, Mitch Breitweiser, Nasser put out his book on time, as promised, and in good shape when it got to me. It didn't arrive in a plastic bag. It didn't arrive in a paper bag. It arrived bagged and boarded inside of a Gemini mailer, and I got the comic book that I was promised. And there was no nonsense. There was no BS. There were no excuses about why it's 3 years late. There were no backdoor deals with Target or Costco, where he would have his book there first while I'm sitting at my home waiting for it for a decade to show up on my doorstep. So Nasser proved to me that he was reliable and that he cared about the customers enough to fulfill all of his promises in regards to putting out a comic book. So I felt that if I work with him, I wouldn't be wasting my time. I wouldn't be wasting months on end drawing something that would never see print. And so that's why I felt comfortable, working with Nasser.
Yeah, and I was happy to work with Jason because he sent me his art. It was good, and he said he would do it for free. So I just couldn't turn him down. He was very insistent about that. Uh-huh. He put it in all caps. He's like, absolutely free of charge.
Mm-hmm.
Improvi says, I'm picturing Nasser with red hair. Scary stuff. Liam Strike in 3-2-1 says random chance. Let's see. Mr. Dong says Frog decided to stop having guests on it all instead of keep having his regulars on. Yeah, I know he's mostly doing solo streams now, but he still has the regulars on sometimes. Let's see. Sauce says I've been quiet waiting for my replacement book. He said quite waiting, but I think he means quiet. Power Rangers says, is it true that Liam has stated that he is teaching children to read? Is it kind of like Derek Zoolander's Center for Children Who Can't Read Very Good? Yeah, he does say that. He's like, I teach children how to read, and I take care of poor homeless children, and I work at a nursing home taking care of the elderly. Like, he always has these outrageous things he says, like, oh my goodness. Anything you could think of along those lines, he says he does it. Oh, yes, Sauce says I've been quiet, waiting for a replacement book from a certain someone. Liam. And probably says, I'm pretty sure Nasser inspired Lord Finatra to use the praying mantis avatar for his fear of bugs. I don't know. Really gay says, what the F are you talking about that killed me? Talking about that Liam clip. Mr. Dong says, well, he showed everyone. Determined Sheepy, Nasser's got a knife that says bring them. There's something. It's let me get it off the table over here.
That knife?
Yes. Whoever sent this to me, thank you. Nobody ever claimed it. Nobody ever admitted, but it says bring them to me. So yeah, somebody sent me this. Thank you very much, whoever sent it. Very nice. Maybe it was Determined Sheepy. Bullet says you can say Mitch's name, it's okay. We got Billy in here, says Nasser puts out books and pays his artist. Enough said.
No, he doesn't. He didn't pay me.
Shut up, Jason. Look, no, Billy says it. Billy says it's true.
Where's my money, Nasser? Where's my money, honey?
Sauce says everything is for a laugh. The chat doesn't really hate you. I hope you understand that. The few snowflakes that refunded Ethan was a one-time thing. It's not like EVS would get refunds every time you go on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Saint Nasser says Determined Sheepy. Jason is surprised that I paid Billy. I don't know why that surprises you. I pay all my artists. Brother Gay says that's a great joke and it went right over Nasser's head. Good job, Power Ranger. Wait, what was the joke? What went over my head now? I'm kind of lost. Power Ranger says, is it possible that Liam is teaching children how to read by giving them xenotypes and forcing them into cargo containers and transporting them through the Panama Canal in the darkest night? Oh my goodness. Yucky Gum says, oh boy, look at the time. I'll have to super chat you tomorrow. No, Yucky Gum said at the 2.5 hour mark. So we've been going for an hour and 33 minutes, so we need to go for 57 more minutes for Yucky Gum to super chat me. So
I can't do that.
No, so what we could do is I could just leave the stream just chilling, and we'll wait for for 2.5 hours or for the 2.5 hour mark. I mean, for Yucky Gum to super chat us. I could just leave it going. I could just let it chill here. Yucky Gum, what do you think? Brother Gaius says a lot of people really hate Nasser.
No, they don't. Nasser annoys a lot of people. They don't hate him.
What do you guys think? Should I just leave the stream going? Should me and Jason, should we go and we just leave it running and wait for Yucky Gum to super chat us before ending it? What do you guys have to say about that? What do you guys think? Is it a good idea? Bad idea? Is Yucky Gum still here in the chat?
Yucky Gum went about his business.
Yucky Gum is changing it. I says I still need to be entertained up until that time. Maybe I could play like a public domain movie. Like I'll share my screen to a YouTube tab and it'll just be playing something.
There you go.
Sauce says, no, I hate streams that do nothing. We'll find a way. Mr. Unifoe says, Liam teaches them to read with Korean style from right to left. Brother Gay says, I don't hate you, Nasser, except your eyebrows. And probably says, just end it. Yucky Gum seems unreliable. I don't know. I want that super chat. Maybe if we get a super chat, we'll end it. Even if it's a 99-cent one.
Even better, if we get another backer, we'll end it. For CQ Comics Presents.
Okay, if we get somebody to buy all 5 of the 100 Days Till Halloween books, then we'll end it.
Oh, stop.
me versus Jason. Oh my goodness. Yucky Gum says, I'm sure Testy wants to link. I don't know. He's not in the chat. I've been having a good stream because I haven't seen him. Power Ranger says, when Liam is safely transporting children, do you think he gives them the backward genotype or the other crappy version? And would that constitute violation of human rights or torture? That would be torture. I don't think it matters which one he gives them. Either way, it's torture. Yucky Gum says, I'm a man of my word. Did you just assume your own gender? Oh boy. Should we end it or should we keep going? It's up to you guys. Let me know in the chat. End it, keep going. Is there anything you guys want us to discuss?
I have to get going soon.
Oh wow, then is there anything you guys want me to discuss? Jason's going. See ya, Jason.
Well, yeah, I have to get going because I need to. I haven't slept yet. I need to get some rest.
You haven't slept yet?
No, I've been working.
You've been working for how many hours?
What time is it now? It's 1:22.
12:22.
So, all night.
All night? I don't know. How long's all night? When did you wake up?
I woke up. See, went to bed at 7 last night. Woke up around 10:30.
Oh, so since 10:30 at night you've been up.
Right? Yeah.
That's a crazy schedule. Yucky Gums.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you for $1.
Ah, there you go. Cool.
So maybe we should end it. I don't know. Brother Gates says pay Jason, and probably says bye Jason. Try to stay fed. Justice for Jason.
I'll try to. Yeah. Again, everybody. Yeah. Please back the book if you could, because that will help me get paid by Nasser. Because once the printing's done and everything's shipped out, whatever's left will help get me paid. So right now we kind of barely have enough to. I don't even know if we have enough to do the shipping and the printing.
Yes,
so
we do.
Just keep it going. Keep it going. Don't let Nasser pull a Donald on me.
We had enough by the time we hit our goal of $500. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we did not.
We can end this today and Jason will get paid.
Stop it, Nasser. Do not believe Nasser. I'll never get
Jason,
paid.
No matter how much he protests. I can't. I just can't. Every time I tell him, hey, I got a little money in my PayPal. Somebody bought some books from me. I sold a few on Amazon.
I do have some news, Nasser, though.
Yeah.
I finally got hold on, where is it? I finally got a package from Donald DeLay in the mail.
Dun-dun.
Huh?
I said dun-dun. Like dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm probably not going to do an unboxing video for it because it's annoyed me so much waiting this long.
Yeah, but, I'm furious too. I never got paid.
Yeah. So
that's another reason why you guys should back my books. because nobody's going to steal from me. If you guys buy Secret Comics Presents, if you guys buy the Christmas Morning Massacre and its 4 sequels,
Yeah, people just steal from me, Nasser.
if you guys buy the Eternity trilogy, if you buy the Eclipse Theater, if you buy my book Duality, if you buy any of those, nobody's going to steal them from me. So buy my books. I have 10 books on Amazon. Forget about Secret Comics Presents. Forget about getting Jason paid. He won't accept my money. I have 10 books on Amazon. Buy all 10 of them, guys. Donald won't steal from me.
Improbi says that Jason will be Donald. We need to set up a Patreon site for him. Yeah, that sounds like a good bet. So, yeah.
Speaking of Patreon, I have a Patreon down in the description if you guys want to back it. Nobody will steal from me over on Patreon. So again, another way to support me, not Jason.
Back Secret Comics Presents, so Nasser is forced to pay me. Okay, but everybody, thank you very much for backing the book. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be live streaming some more probably after this week, just because I have so much stuff to get done for this week. But make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be doing a lot of the drawing on the book live during drawing live streams there. So check it out.
All right, see you, dude.
Okay, you take care, Nasser. Talk to you later.
See ya. Looks like we got Smug Pug in the chat. Nice to see Smug Pug here, or Smeeg Peeg on Twitter. Jason's still here, so this is a little awkward to talk while he's still on here. So we said bye.
I'm working. I'm leaving. Bye.
Okay. Brother Gaius says Donald send the check to Jason. Sauce says I got 117 likes on Twitter. It's a new record for me. I think one time I got a tweet that had 100 likes. Did I? Yeah, I think one time Zach retweeted me, and then I think Ethan might have retweeted that same tweet, and I think I got 100 likes or so a few years ago. Let's see. Power Ranger says if one of Nasser's campaigns succeed, he only has to pay an artist $1. But if they make a lot of money, he has to pay $2 to his artist. Nasser will never let that $1 go. He is mad, man. Here's the StreamYard link if anyone wants to come join me. And Jason posted the link to his channel. Yeah, sauces. Go on and spice it up. Bullet says Nasser doesn't like or retweet my stuff. It doesn't come up in my feed. If there's something you want me to see, then just send it to me, Bullet. Sorry, Bullet. Have you posted something new that you want retweeted? I'll go to since I'm nice and Bullet is practically begging. I'll go to his Twitter. I will go on and I will retweet something from Bullet. Let's see. His Twitter's the J Ryan, which sounds like a total Chad name. I'm pretty sure Bullet's a Chad. Let's see. The last thing he tweeted is from 5 days ago, and it has 1 like. How was I supposed to see this? Nobody's interacting with it. Should I retweet it? I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed at him now. Like Bullet's acting like he posts like 4 different pieces a day, and there's so much interaction, and everyone's retweeting them, and like I should be seeing this. And he comes in here like, you don't like to retweet my stuff, but he's never tweeting. Should I? Maybe I'll give it a like for now. It has a like. There we go. I gave him a like. Smeeg Peaks, the last time I went on Nasser's show, his channel nearly got nuked. You were on here like 2 weeks ago, dude. We didn't get nuked. Let's see. Brother Gaius is like all his tweets. F Google 2 says, did you like the new Stan TV series? Haven't seen it. I have the original Stan, but I haven't watched it. I have it on DVD. Power Ranger says, I bet you 100 cool bucks that your first post on Parler will get 10,000 impressions. Ask Matt C. Well, I've already posted on Parler like last year, and my first post did not get 10,000 impressions. So you owe me $100 cool bucks, Power Rangers. Just put it into the campaign.
Good morning, Nasser. How are you?
Good morning, dude. It's 12:30. John.
It's 10:30, Nasser.
It's 12:30. It's not.
It's 10:30. We're just getting ready to start our day. I just got back from the gym, taking my creatine supplement, getting freaking jacked, because that's what we do here. We're high tea on the Nasser Rabadi show.
Hell yeah. We're all Chads here.
Yeah.
John, what else are you doing today?
I'm triggering the shit out of Liam and Pan.
Yes, I saw that clip on Twitter. Well, I saw part of it. I saw you fighting with Pan. What happened with Liam?
Same thing. So Piper had her stream, and I like Piper. Piper's really cool, by the way. I'm not dissing Piper, but she wouldn't let me on her stream because the orange blob was on there, and I spent 3 hours being like, "Let me on the stream, let me on the stream, let me." And Liam's just like, "Yeah, JGA can't even blah blah blah." He spends hours trying to get on the stream. So then I think we already went on this.
We EFAP part.
Yeah, so we already EFAP that. So I pretended to be Saggy Melons real quick, and then I called Liam out, and Liam just went into a depression spiral. But then I went on a stream on Dark Gift, and Pan was on there, and I'm just like, "What's up? I'm JDA," and Pan's just like, "Doxer, Doxer, you talked to Ren from this," and then he showed like these clips from like 3 years ago, and I'm like, "Geez, Pan, you sound like Sketch Therapy." And so I think Pan and Sketch Therapy have the same brain damage problem. That's what it comes down to.
The Saggy Melons impersonation was fucking
Wasn't that great?
John.
Great?
No, definitely not.
Liam, me and John reviewed Xenotype on his channel the other day.
Oh, hey, Liam.
NASA, last time we did this, it didn't end well. Let's not go there again.
It's okay. You don't have the picture. You can't.
Look at the chat. JDA making gains. JDA getting swole. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Speaking of gains, how's Days Vault doing? Have you passed Mika Curtis yet?
You know, we've had a slow couple of days here because I haven't really promoted much. I got burnt out. You know, I'm tired of streaming.
I hear you, dude.
I want to write books and just like not do this.
I talked to Chuck Dixon one time about crowdfunding, and he's like, "Yeah, it's slave labor."
It is.
It is.
So it's going a little slow. I've gotten I got like 3 backers yesterday, but they were digital backers. That I love my digital backers 100%, but that doesn't push the dollar amount up much. So you guys got to roll in on the hardcovers. They're pretty.
It's slave labor because not only do you always got to stream, but you always got to be on. Like you can't just have a stream where you're just like, yeah, we're on here chilling, People really demand entertainment once you launch the crowdfunder. Like you can't get on here like I'm just chilling with you guys and just read the chat. Like people are like, no, we need 5 topics lined up. We need some drama. Like
I know,
people really want a lot out of you.
Oh, Deltaverse Comics is triggered by me. Oh, JDA, I'm out. Bye, Deltaverse. Thanks for having me on your mind. I love it.
Wait, why are you out? I don't understand.
Yeah. Hey, congrats on 100 backers. Good job, Nasser.
Thank you very much, man. We just crossed it at the start of this stream. We're up to 103 backers, and we're doing so great. We're 41 backers away from beating our backer total from when we first launched it a year ago and failed. So we've made almost as much money. I think we're like $700-ish away from where we were last time. 41 backers away from beating that. Was just a comparison. That the old totals were after 60 days, and so far this is after like 9.5 days maybe.
Nice.
So yeah, so in so much less time, we're only 41 backers away from beating where we were, and in just 9 days we've made almost what our previous campaign made in 60. So I'm really glad about this, and really excited that we got funded, man. We only win over here on the Afterlife stream.
All about winning.
Right. That's all we do.
How are you doing, Smug Pug? You're quiet.
Yeah, it's like 4 a.m. here, guys.
Oh.
I just jumped on to keep
Why are you
Nasser company.
awake?
Oh, I've been having a couple of late nights recently. I just came on to keep Nasser company, and then I noticed you jumped on too, John. So
is everything okay?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's just
Okay.
my sleeping patterns are out of whack.
Okay.
I think it's more than just your sleeping patterns. Why are you up at 4?
Well, I had a couple of late nights over the weekend. It's Monday here, so.
Oh, are you paranoid that a certain red-haired weirdo is gonna be outside your window?
Dude, I live in fear every bloody day. Every day. We're in the same state. Like he's only a couple of hours away.
Are you afraid you're gonna run into him at the grocery store?
Has the crown come for you yet?
Oh, don't mess around with the crown.
The crown will be
I've got enough problems about the freaking queen being after me, JDA. Don't you wish that upon me?
Okay.
Sir.
Sorry.
Oh my
Gonna have the whole British Empire after me.
Oh my goodness. Sauce says, what's the coolest statue / figurine or comic / movie memorabilia you have? I don't have many like figures or anything. As far as like the coolest comic I have, coolest comic might be my signed Batman 222 signed by Neil Adams, because the story behind it is really funny. I've told it before. It's a long story, but basically I was arguing with Neil Adams when I got it signed for like 20 or 30 minutes because he's really rude, and he was trying to convince me he's the story if I go into details much more interesting than this, but he's trying to convince me he's like the best businessman in the world, and he was trying to tell me how dumb I was for getting that comic signed out of all the possible comics to bring him.
Wow, that's pretty rude.
And we were arguing for like 30 minutes back and forth, dude, and he was just trying to hammer this point, like how he's such a great businessman and a great salesman and blah blah. And then when me and my brother walked away, we realized he never charged us the like $30 or however much he charges to sign a comic. So this guy that's I'm the greatest businessman didn't even ask for his money, and I was so pissed at him I never went back to pay him. So it comes with a cool story.
You get in fights with like every comic creator you encounter, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's, just a few of them. Just a few of them. CB, Richard Pace. Man, there was a real funny one that I wish I had recorded it, because it was the same. I think it was the same day when I got the video of Richard Pace, but this one I didn't expect would happen. I was going up and down Artist Alley, and I went to the Top Cow booth, and I was just looking at some of their paperbacks, and there's one dude, he might have been like their social media guy. I was flipping through a book, and he's like, "Oh, are you interested in that one?" And I had just seen like the credits page, and I knew I was block botted by I think like the colorist on it. And so I was like, yeah, sort of, but the colorist block botted me. And he's like, oh, he blocked you? Why? And I was like, no, he's the block bot. That means he blocked everybody that follows a certain account. And he's like, oh, who do you think you were following? And I was like, oh, probably Ethan Van Sciver. And the dude's face, like, he made this just hilarious face because he was so like disgusted. And he's like, oh, are you a fan of Ethan Van Sciver? And I was like, yeah, but he's also my friend. And the guy walked away. So that was a really good one.
Who was the guy that you got into the argument with, Nasser? Was it Bemis on Moon Knight when he told everyone to eat his ass?
Yeah, I didn't have the argument with Bemis, but that was what I brought up to CB Cebulski at that panel at C2E2 2018. I asked him about it.
Memories. God, where does the time go, Nasser?
We have some breaking news. Testify HD has retired from streaming and social media. I repeat, Testify HD has retired officially from streaming and social media. He's done. Right. He's going to be gone. We never have to hear from him again. He will never complain in the chat again going, give me the link, give me the link, give me the link, let me save the show. We will never hear that again.
I hope you're not kidding with me.
He says he's not kidding. Where
can I find this?
In my Whisper network.
I'm looking at his Twitter now. I don't see anything.
I told you it's in my Whisper network.
What do you mean?
You know, my private groups that I stir up drama with people and run gay ops from.
No, I don't know.
Oh, well, you weren't supposed to know about those anyway.
Okay. People dunking on Pan, calling him a broken record.
Dude, the war campaign at this point is just so broken. I mean, they're just like spiraling the drain. It's really hilarious.
Brother
Yeah.
Gaius says mute everyone but Smug Pug, including yourself, Nasser. Okay.
I couldn't carry a stream right
No,
now.
I'll do it.
without
I'm
John and
muted.
Nasser.
I just muted John. I'm muting myself. You got.
Wow, this is really awkward, guys. This is really comfortable. How are you all doing in the chat? Power Ranger says, NASA, will you and JDA start your own reading center for children to compete with Liam? Sans the human trafficking and child torture, of course. They actually will be. NASA and John are going to be building a church in South Africa for pygmies, and they're going to teach little pygmy children how to read. Random Chance says, Liam throws them toddler hands at least once a day. Well, I mean, he might. Nimprod says, so Neil, if you're watching this, get a hold of NASA. I think a lot of comic pros want to get a hold of NASA. I think they'll be aiming for his neck. Source says, I never heard your CB and Richard Pace stories. Please tell them. Well,
Okay, I guess I have to unmute for that one then. I'll unmute John too. The CB one was C2E2 2018. He had a Q&A panel with Scotty Young, and pretty much all Marvel editorial was in that room. Like that Jordan D. White guy was there, and whoever else was Marvel editorial at the time was in the front row. Because if you watch the panel, there are a few times where they talk to them in the front row, and but basically when they were like, and now we'll have Q&A, like I was like the third person up. Like I sat in like the front of the room just so I could be sure like to get to that mic, because we all lined up in the center aisle. And so I gave my brother my phone, and I was like, make sure you record this, Eli. Like okay, get me in it, and then just go over to CB is what I told him. So like he starts and it's on me and I'm talking, and then he goes over to CB, and I just asked him about like the Max Bemis thing, why he still has a job after, saying those things to the customers on Twitter, like the whole like eat my backside thing, I'll hold a gun to your head stuff. And CB made a funny face, and then he just started answering like, "Oh, we take care of these things privately." People passed around that video, and that's how people got to know me, I guess. And then I think that video is unlisted now. I put it in the chat the other day. And then the Richard Pace one was I went up and down Artist Alley, and I looked at some of his art, had like a 5-minute conversation with him. He didn't know who I was. And then later when I came back, I was like, I got to ask him about the Kickstarter. So I was recording it. And then I was just making small talk with him too. And I was asking like the price of things. I was like, oh, how much is like the sketchbook? And he's like, and I think he said something like, oh, $15, or if you want to sketch in it, it's $20. And I was like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, I'll get the sketch just to keep him there and doing something and talking. And then I was asking him about the Kickstarter that he had that he didn't fulfill, and he's like, he gave some bogus answer like, oh, this fulfillment company wanted to fulfill my 100 packages, but like they were new and they didn't know what they were doing, and they ripped me off, and I'm suing them, but I can't make any digital public statements about it because of my lawsuits. And it's completely made up. I'll find the link. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat, NASA. But I have a question. There was a very important topic broached on Dark Gifts channel several days ago.
Okay.
It was about the streamer formerly known as Oz, who sadly passed away.
Wait,
how
he
do
did?
you? Yeah, he's DED. He joined Admiral Doom.
No.
How do you feel about Oz's passing, Nasser? I understand you
Are you
were on
joking?
the Oz show. It was very sad.
Well, how did he pass?
Well, he was filming children in a local park, and then he got run over by a police cruiser. But how do you feel about it, Nasser?
Oh, well, I mean,
Tell us how
he
you feel
deserved
about
it then.
I mean, how do you feel about him not streaming anymore? I mean, I know you guys were close.
No, we weren't close. It doesn't bother me. I didn't even notice he was gone. It's like he was never here at all.
I only watched the Oz stream one time, and it was a shit show.
It was the greatest shit show.
Brother Gaius says, how many artists are you going to refuse to pay, Nasser? All of them. Yeah, and Probably says, yeah, time to celebrate. Determined Sheepy's like, Testify left? Sauce says, BS Testify will just change his name.
Yeah, Testify will probably just run another sock account.
Testify says I'm retired.
Yeah.
I thought that said I'm retarded for a second. I was like, yeah, Testify, I know. David Feet says finally the stream just got decent.
Were you just chilling for like an hour and 45 minutes before we got here?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
I'm not gonna do the bit with you.
Oh, come on, Nasser, do the bit.
No, I can only do it with Sawyer.
Come on, you dancing monkey, do the bit.
No. Brother Gaius says, I want to hear about his cute little paws.
They are cute. They're adorable. Have you seen my little paws?
No.
Nasser?
No.
Oh, they're great.
Show us.
Oh, hang on.
Let's see. Bullet says JDA, can they be trans ops to be more inclusive?
Yeah, we'll do full LGBTQIA plus ops around here.
Brother Gaius says the viewer count went up when Smug Pug was solo.
Probably true.
Sauce says Scotty Young sounds like the name of a poker pro.
Do you like Scotty Young?
Yeah,
You need to make me full screen, Nasser.
I've never read any Scotty Young.
Can you see what I'm holding in my cute little paws?
Yeah.
It's cute, isn't it?
Yes.
Very cute.
No, but yeah, John, I like Scotty's art. I mostly just have like variant covers from him. I don't think I have a book that he's like written or anything, but I know he does a lot of variants and cutesy ones, the little chibi ones. I got a couple of them signed from him.
I know he did that like Fairyland or some shit.
Yeah, my nieces really like his art. They read that book. I Hate Fairyland. I've never read it.
Yeah, me either.
Wait, whose dogs are barking?
Oh, that's
not mine.
That's my dog and probably the neighbor dog too.
Yeah, I know. He's talking some major shit. I can hear him.
What is he saying?
He's saying, "Get fucked, Nasser. Feed me. You're starving me. I don't want to end up like that cat."
No, it's not it. There's the Richard Pace link. Should we actually play this video? It's been so long. Do you guys want to take a look at it?
No.
You don't?
I'd like to see it, Nasser.
No,
Ignore
it's,
John.
No, it's boring.
What? How do you know it's boring? John, what are you doing?
I mean, if Testify can't be here to do this, I got to.
Come on.
I got to take the mantle.
Oh no, don't.
I got to take
that
and run with
Testify has been nothing but a bad influence on you, John. I'm worried.
That's what I hear. So
this thing's unlisted. It has over 1,000 views. Let's see.
Hey man, how's it going? Hey,
the audio is terrible because I forgot because you could hear the whole convention.
Doing okay. Told you I'd be back for this one.
All right, great.
Yeah, how much was it again?
15, 20 with a little sketch.
All right, I'll go with 20.
All right.
Go. Sure. Oh, and also I had this book. I got it signed from Tim, and I totally forgot that you did the cover on it.
I did the cover for all 6. Yeah, I love. Oh my god, I was so disappointed that Vertigo didn't immediately say, "Yeah, we're doing another 6." So I would have. Doing these 6 covers was one of the best experiences of my career.
That's kind of sad. If he just said doing 6 covers for a series that got canceled was the best part of his career. Okay, sorry. I thought you guys had something interesting to say.
I have nothing interesting about that.
Yeah, I got enough.
Old news.
I know it is, but some people don't know about it. Like that's why I put in the chat was because Sauce said he didn't know about it.
You had a Kickstarter, right, for another sketchbook. Is that available for sale still? Because I missed out on that one. I didn't know about it till later.
It's going to be out next year.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be double thick with more stuff.
Yeah.
It's 2021 and it never came out. This was 2 years ago.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
you'll have the opportunity to get it.
All right, yeah, because I've seen people talk about it online, but I didn't know where to get it.
Yeah, well, I got ripped off by a fulfillment company, and the lawsuit ate up all my money.
Ouch.
So yeah,
no.
So I thought I had a few things where it's like, oh, I'm gonna be fine. Then I got sick for 1.5 years. So now it's like, I said, it's been so long, I doubled the size of the book.
Oh, okay.
And I went, okay, this will make everyone happy. I'm going to double size the book. And they were like, yay! And then I ran the budget. And they were like, how much money do I need? So I'm about 60% there funding. I'm not going to be so honest. Also, give me more money. I'll do the book that you already paid for. So it's like, no, I'm doing it out of my own pocket. But so it's pretty much ready to go.
Yeah.
There's some other. So I came up with an idea for a couple more pieces I want to do to include in it. So I got to do those. And then I just got to get, I think, about $3,000.
This is also fake. Like, he is such a liar. And again, my guests are awful and they don't have anything to say.
I got nothing to say. I'm looking at Euro comics online because I just don't care about American comics anymore.
Okay. Bye, John.
More?
Oh, okay.
Where'd John go?
Different. I'm paying American, but I'm in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's like I always have to do the math back and forth. The good thing is, if Trump continues to tank your economy the way it does internationally, it's going to cost me less. So,
okay. So were you going to do another like crowdfund for the rest of it, or for other people to get
no,
in
what I'm
on
doing
it,
is
or?
Because of the extra cost, I'm going to print an extra 500 copies.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully, when I sell them all, I won't be in the red anymore.
Got it.
Because the lawsuit to get, I signed up with a fulfillment company that they agreed to do what my Kickstarter as it was.
Yeah.
But as soon as it got into practice, they were like cutting corners everywhere. It was going to be a really shitty book.
Oh, okay.
And then they did a couple of things just to charge me fees. So I said, no, this is unethical. And I got a lawyer. And the lawyer said, ultimately they're not going to win. But we found out that the company, the startup company, was owned by a law firm.
That's so weird.
It cost them nothing to do the lawsuit with me.
So what are the odds? Like that just doesn't make sense. He's like, yeah, the company I'm suing that fulfills comic books is owned by a law company. Like, I don't know. That doesn't sound real to me.
And they basically said, well, we'll terminate the contract, but you pay us everything. And I was like, no, that's wrong. And my lawyer, eventually after about a year, my lawyer said, look, I gave you my bottom right discount. You already owe me $2,500 in fees. They're not going to go away. How about we make them an offer? All right. And he goes, how much do you have? And I said, well, minus your $2,500, that leaves me about $6,000. So they took $5,000.
Yeah, that's a headache, man.
That's a headache. And on top of that, I'm never allowed to say anything, the name of the company at all. I'm not allowed to make any public digital statements about the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, how fake does that sound? I can't even name them. I can't make any public digital statements about it. Oh my goodness, this dude just stole everybody's money.
I'm just like, why would you just sit there like signing a book and be like, Trump? It's like, how do you know what the guy's politics are who's buying your book? Like,
Right.
I mean, like,
sauces. I love how Paige just has to throw in
Yeah,
pauses.
exactly,
You know what's funny? When I was getting a sketch from Dan Parent, he's an Archie artist, and I had this little sketchbook that I was getting just sketches from different artists. Like I was just asking for like 5-minute sketches, like nothing too fancy. But so that's why I was just leaving it up to them pretty much, like whatever they drew. And so he's like, well, what do you want? I'm like, something scary, just something creepy, maybe Lovecraftian, I don't know, up to you. And this guy that was standing next to me was like, something scary. What if he drew Trump? And I was like, that's not really scary. And this guy's just going off about Trump, like, oh, he's awful. I was like, oh, I voted for him. And this guy got furious. Oh my goodness. But anyways, let me play the rest of this.
That might get back to them. So I'm bound by an NDA on that.
That's so weird. I've looked into fulfillment companies because I do some, I crowdfund some books, but I'm not even at that place yet where I need one.
Well, the thing is they approached me because they were starting out, so we're going to be doing fulfillment, and we're looking for smaller projects to cut our teeth on.
Oh, okay.
Right? I'm like, oh, it was great, because I only had like basically 100 copies to mail out. That was no problem. And they were going to handle everything. I'm like, great, I can just go work and they can do this. It would have been so much better if I just did it myself. Right?
Yeah. I've done, I've done so far. I've crowdfunded one book and shipped it myself, but I haven't had I've seen people out there with 10,000 backers. Like there's that one guy, I forgot where his booth is, but he has an Indiegogo right now that's at over 400,000. He has a book.
Oh yeah, the
Icarus and the
yeah.
Sun. Yeah.
I'm so happy with it. Beautiful.
I
book.
was so impressed with that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we got our goal in 20 minutes. I was so envious.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Hellboy? Hellboy good?
Sure.
Or do you have someone else in mind?
Well, I mean, I like horror, but I've never really read Hellboy, so I mean,
I can do a zombie. You want a zombie?
Sure, anything creepy.
Anything creepy? Yeah. All right. Hey man, how you doing?
We can't even remember where I put this book.
I got rid of all of my single issues.
As good as you can be when your book gets canceled before
I'm thinking of doing that too, John.
like 3 weeks before it's supposed to do the ship.
Oh, and if you want to check out my current crowdfund, here's the paper at the link on it.
I forgot I did this. He probably realized I was CG at this point when I gave him, because I was giving out these sheets of paper with the Trixie cover on it, and some of them had like the mail-in cover. He probably realized who I was at this point.
I'm gonna put this over here so I don't lose it. Cool. I'll check. Yeah, sorry, man. No problem. Zombie.
Yeah, that's the end of it. You know what? I'm gonna make that video public again.
You should probably have Testify on the stream to explain why he's retired from streaming.
There we go. Now it's public. I posted the link in the chat. I'll post it again.
Testify, will you let us know why you're retired as like a one last hurrah? We should do that on my stream though, so I can get the clicks.
A tell-all with Testify.
A tell-all with Testify. The last final destination.
I didn't put any of that in the title, John, so I don't know how that would get the clicks. It's not like people are just gonna sense like, oh, Testify's on here revealing.
They might sense it.
No, he's retired. I'm not going to bring him out of retirement. I'm glad he's gone. Sauce says, wait, Pace had to pay the company that screwed him $5,000 and he agreed to sign an NDA. What did Pace get out of this deal? It's fake. There's no way he actually went through with this deal. There's no way there's ever any deal like that. Like, yeah, the company was owned by a law firm, and so they could afford the lawsuit, and they screwed me, and I just can't make any public digital statements about it, and I can't name them, and nobody's getting the book. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Womp womp.
Power Rangers, thank you. I actually never heard about the Pace thing. Sauce says, is Icarus and the Sun even come out yet? I don't know. I never backed it. Brother Gaius says not yet.
Who? Oh yeah, Icarus and the Sun was a big deal. It still hasn't come out.
I don't know. Well, hold on. Random chances. I received my copy of Icarus and the Sun. Maybe it did come out.
Oh, I didn't back it.
And probably says Testify isn't retired till he stops typing on streams.
That's true. Testify, you got to stop.
Yeah, Mr. Von Stugel doesn't believe him. Simple Jack says, who was Testify? Some loser. Brother Gay says, don't let him in yet. The only reason I'm still streaming is because Yucky Gum in the comments said he was going to super chat at the 2.5 hour mark. So when I reached 1.5 hours, I was like, you know what? I'll just let it chill for an hour.
Oh man, we have to go for another like 17 minutes.
Yeah, but hold on. But when I was at 1.5 hours, I was like, okay, well, if I just leave the stream going for an hour and I leave, and you'll just super chat me at 2.5 hours.
You can pull a comic book head, right?
And he said, no, you have to entertain me that whole time. So I'm just looking for things. I
gotta like go make a protein shake or something because I'm like, it's like after that workout, gotta recuperate and get the gains. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Sauce says, if you're thinning out your collection, send it my way. I got a beginner collection and would love to add to it. You got anything, John? Anything you could send him?
I might, actually. Yeah, just DM me. I'll mail you some books.
Yeah.
Mail source those copies of Xenotype, John?
I'm trying to get rid of those. Yeah. I mean, geez, they take up space. They're huge.
Maybe you should do a second burning of those books.
I know a guy who wants a copy of that, so maybe I'll slide into DMs later.
Yeah, do that. I'll mail it. Does he want both versions, like the black and white and the color, like for the full experience?
I don't know, but yeah, I guess I'll take them off your hands.
Okay.
Is the guy that sent them to you doesn't want them back?
No, he actually suggested I take them to a shooting range and shoot them.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Power Ranger says, Nasser, do you think JDA will ever become the writer you are, or do you think he needs more experience and seasoning before he's capable of reaching your level? I think John needs a lot of work.
Jeez.
Sorry, John. One day.
One day.
Linkovich says this stream is getting real pretentious.
Yeah, well, I mean, ever since I shifted to reading Euro comics, I've become like this like cultured person who just like is really into like depth and like hipster stuff, and
Like Tintin? Do you like Tintin,
yes,
John?
of course. Tintin is a quality book, and all pretentious people like it. So
man, I love Tintin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start reading those because everybody told me earlier that I was pretentious. Somebody called me pretentious.
Yeah.
And I said, put a P in the chat if you think I'm pretentious. And people were putting PP in the chat, and they're like big PP, and they were just putting a bunch of P's in the chat. I was like, whoa.
PP went off on. That's another one I had fun with this weekend. So we had Liam, we had Panboy, and then we had the trifecta PP. Our boy Preston Poulter just started going off on me in Mike Miller's Discord.
Wait, what was he saying?
Really? I didn't see that.
No, you didn't see it?
Discord.
Oh, Mike actually was like, "You guys got to knock it off." I'm like, I can't help it if somebody just like straight up attacks me.
But what did he say?
I'm trying to go back because like there's actually people. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let's scroll back to the beginning of this. Mike is like, "Knock it off, guys," and I'm like, "Okay." Like, I just was attacked. I was just here. And Mike goes, "It takes two to tango." I'm like, "Well, I just replied." But let me scroll back further. So here we go. Where did he start this? I'm still scrolling up because Preston went for fucking ever. I mean, he just didn't stop. Freaking autist. Okay. I'm a humble. So somebody would say like JDA, blah, 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 blah. Somebody went off on me. So I said I'm a human bottle of joy and love. And because they said I was burning bridges with everyone. I don't know who I'm burning bridges with, but okay.
I don't know either.
Yeah. And
a little bit.
Our friend PP says you burn bridges with everyone. You burn a new bridge every day. And I said, no, never. Me, I'm joyous and loving. And oddly, people like you seem to get off on attacking people like me randomly on the internet and then getting slapped back. Preston does love getting slapped back. I mean, this is confirmed. So I said, but I won't kink shame you, Preston. See how nice I am?
Yeah. Remember like a few months ago when he was like, JDA, you keep spiraling?
I know. And so he goes, you're a liar, JDA. No, even you believe you. No, even you believe you. That's right. You just feel that EVS's love is all that matters. Notice how he brings EVS into this. I never said a word about EVS.
Right.
Yeah.
When he says these things about you, like you're burning every bridge, like I think he's just projecting.
I know, and it gets better. Here's his prophecy. Preston's prophecy. PP's prophecy. PPP. There you go. You will reap the same reward as those who have gone before you. I'd pull this up, but I think it's kind of tacky to actually put up somebody's Discord, so I'm just going to read it off.
Nah, I feel you. But
so I said, odd how you keep bringing up EVS constantly. Classic projection. So then he sends some weird gif saying you will lose, and he goes, he keeps rolling. Weird. I know, very weird. Only a matter of time, John. I doubt you will last the year in his embrace. Bizarre, huh? I haven't talked to EVS in like 2 weeks. I don't know what it's like. What the fuck?
He needs help.
As for projection, you're the one orbiting Ethan and attacking everyone else. Again, I haven't talked to him in 2 weeks. Very bizarre. You have also confirmed a total lack of worth as a writer. Not that I needed confirmation after Robotoad, which was a brilliant book, by the way. But your actions of simping for hate bucks is not the kind of thing that someone who took pride in their craft would ever do. So I said, I haven't talked to Ethan in 2 weeks. You're unhinged, dude. No, John, you're unhinged. I said, I get your mad Dave's Fold is crushing it. I think we're at 400 and how many backers now?
I don't know, 430, something like that.
We are at 446 backers.
Oh, so, more than I thought.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I think last time I saw you were at like Probably
This
like
is my
4:30-ish.
most successful book since like the Summer of Love beginning of Comicsgate. So,
Bro, I miss that Summer of Love so much.
Yeah,
How good was
crushing
that,
it.
John?
It was great, and it's even better now. I've become a better writer, working with better artists. Everything's just better all the way around. So
I'm a better writer too now, but I just need to get those back.
you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. You're on an uptick too, Nasser. You just were saying at the beginning of the stream, so you know it.
Yeah.
You know it. Everybody can feel it. The love's coming back. There's a love campaign. Love campaign. So I said, I get you're mad that Davisfold is crushing it, but everyone sees it's a great book. Yes, obviously this is going to be a great book. And then Preston says, you just attacked the quartering as being the same as the satanic pedophiles that run the world. Well, he is just hanging out with the YouTube people corporate today. So that's kind of bizarre to me. So, okay. The quartering, that is. Quarter pounder. The fact that you orbit Ethan is obvious, even to the casual observer. Am I orbiting? I've not been on his show. He was been on my show a couple times. Very weird. I don't know. Okay. As it is the fact that he's going to burn you, and then we will all laugh. I don't get the sense Ethan's thinking about any of this, and I'm not.
He's not. This is the last thing Ethan ever thinks about. Okay, like Ethan. He really thinks Ethan's like
he's just obsessed. It's bizarre. It's like he wants Ethan to peg him or something.
Right. He's like he really thinks Ethan's thinking about all the ways he could burn you, John. Like you and Ethan became cool on my stream, and that's all that's happened since. I'm
doing my own thing. I've got my own show. He's doing his own thing.
The Dank stream, which I need to say we are not associated with.
We're both we're just applauding each other's successes together, and that's it. So,
we're just being Chads.
Yeah, easy. Bizarre. So I said, so somebody in there goes, guys, come on. I said, I agree. He went at me for some reason, and it's weird. He always does this. I've not been rude to him, but he won't stop. And then that guy goes, does it have to be like this? And I'm like, my presence triggers people. It does. I show up and people get triggered. Like Pan I just showed up on Dark Gift stream and Pan just went full spurg. He just could not handle it, just like Preston does here. So then Preston posts something from his Discord when I was trolling like 3-4 weeks ago. JDA crashed my Discord and called me a stupid faggot. Did I do that? Let me see. Because you look like a stupid faggot. I just said he looked like one, which is true. So,
also, Bullet Ninja, I just gotta read this. The strap in or on. This is gonna go for a while.
Yeah, this is a while. Yeah, Preston keeps going. I'm trying to get Nasser to that 2:30 mark, and there's a lot of drama here, so it's kind of fun.
I think the dude that said he was gonna super chat at that mark might have
left. Gone now?
He might have, but we're gonna get there anyways.
Womp womp. That's not your presence, John. Those are merely you lies. Those are merely you lies. Man, he needs work on this. Preston, have me on your writer stream. I'll help you with how to attack people better, I guess. That way you can at least be funny.
It takes 2 to get pegged to CWA 92.
It does. You have to always act like what's the big deal? Yes, what's the big deal, Preston? I agree. You're a liar, John. That's the big deal. I don't know what I'm lying about. Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not in your Discord. That was 2 weeks ago when you got triggered. I was there too. Now you're bothering Mike's people with your beef. No one cares, is what I say, which is true. I'm just pointing out the lies and inevitable failure. That's all. Hella gamma mail. Well, and that you're a poor writer, he says. Very mad. Preston's very mad that his books have like not grown at all because he has no audience, and then ours are growing. That's what it comes down to. I said, I'm used to leftists telling me I'm going to fail. Truth is, I sell more books every single year, which is also true, and my writing wins awards, and you're bitter. So then somebody else is like, seriously, stop. And I'm like, look, I haven't said anything, but I'm defending myself. I can slap PP hard if you'd like, which that probably turned him on, just hearing that. That's what he's waiting for. But if you'd like, I'm trying to be respectful to Mike. And then he says, I see nothing I've done that's immature, just pointing out the obvious to someone who's being obnoxious. And of course, I said, sadly, I'm the victim here because I am. Terrible.
Mr. Yonafui says, watch the Justice League, the Yonafui cut in my channel.
Yonafui cut.
This is the final version with more light effects.
Let's pull it up. I'm done with the Preston thing because as soon as I said sadly I'm the victim here, kind of ended because there's nothing more that needs to be said other than my being the victim.
We will pull it up. Also, Sauce says my local comic shop closed, so I can't get long boxes locally. I looked online, but they want $35 for long boxes.
Oof.
Is there a cheap alternative to long boxes I can get? I don't think there's an alternative. No, they're like $8.
Yeah, that's too much, dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't think there is. Because they just hold them the best. You can't put them in like like if you get a big tub from the store, like it's not going to fit them right. They'll get squished. You really do got to use a long box. Let me pull up Yonofui's channel here.
Yeah, this will be fun.
And we'll we'll see.
I'm sorry, PP, that you're mad because I know you're gonna watch it. He's gonna watch this and he's gonna clip this for his like stupid show where he just goes, Comicsgate's bad.
I don't know how anyone watches that show. I had people for so long tell me you need to watch it, and I'll try, and I'd be like, this is awful. His voice is awful. He does weird things with his faces. He's stuck up, and he's just a gross loser. Yeah. I always got weird vibes from him. Always. I always told people this guy's weird. People are like, what do you mean? I'm like, hey look guys, at him.
I've got to jump out.
Good night, Smugpud.
Right.
It was good talking to you all. Congrats on Deus Vault, John. I'm rooting for you to beat Micah Curtis and Nasser.
We're like $850 away from beating Micah Curtis in dollars. And so close.
And
good luck to you, Nasser.
Sneak peek, just real quick, since I wasn't able to stream for a while when my channel got struck because you came on last year. You are obligated to buy all my books, so don't forget to back Secret Comics Presents.
I'll definitely grab a copy, Nasser. I will back both books.
Smeeg Peeg is the only person in the world that's actually obligated to buy all my books.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically,
you brought this on yourself.
Technically, Liam should back your books. I'm just saying.
All right, see you, man.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Okay, so we got Spurg League, the Yonofui cut. Let's go.
Testify, you don't even want shit. I got your life in the palm of my hand.
Go fuck yourself.
Not the Whisper Network. Oh no.
What am I doing here?
Fight.
Let's lock and load.
See about these. Comics books are way too late. Few times I was gonna buy, but you spurred when you was on track. So I'm not gonna back yet. I'm not gonna back yet.
Nice.
Few times I've been around that track, so I'm not gonna wait like that. So I'm not gonna back yet. I'm not gonna back yet. That's my book. That's my book.
That's hilarious. Wow.
That's my book. That's my book.
Oh, that's great. Oh man.
Didn't you tell us to knock this shit off? Didn't we tell you?
I'm not complaining about Spurgs. I'm talking about
Stop it.
how
You're
you
talking
see
about
my-
the entire situation, Liam. Knock it off.
I had you where to talk this shit. I do the things that I wouldn't hear. I will raise you red light back, getting all the ass fired up. So I'm ready to attack, gonna lead them back, gonna get touchdown, gonna take you out. That's right, put your faces down, getting all the gas fired up.
Few times I was gonna buy, but you spurred like you was on crack. So I'm not gonna back yet. I'm not gonna back yet. Few times I've been around that track, so I'm not gonna wait like that. So I'm not gonna back yet. I'm not gonna back yet.
No, Dad, my book, stop! Shut up!
That's my book. That's my book.
We're going live.
That's my book. That's my book.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Yonafui, that is the most beautiful thing I've maybe ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna mute myself. Take over, John.
I don't want to take over. I'm about to leave the stream and go get my protein shake. I'm gonna. What I do is I take some plant protein, of course, because I do what Tom Brady does. People, I figure if Tom Brady has health ways of doing things, I should do the exact same things, and that way, while he is sharp with his body on the football field, I'll be sharp with my mind on the comic field. So I take bananas, one banana. I take a handful of it's called a cherry berry and kale mix from Whole Foods, and I put that in there because those are good things. And then I take almond milk, of course, cup of almond milk, and then I take plant protein, and I take a tablespoon of hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are really good.
Why weren't you shilling? You should have been shilling.
I'm giving people health advice. I'm being a life coach.
We reached the 2.5 hour mark, and Yucky Gum did not super chat me.
Oh no, he better super chat you. It's like a moral obligation now.
Maybe I should go away and just leave the stream, so that way he has the opportunity to come in here and super chat. Maybe we should just let it run on its own.
We should shame him if he doesn't super chat right now.
Okay, I don't think he's going to super chat, so I'm going to play the outro, and then I'm just going to leave the stream up, so that way he could super chat. So
okay, and I'll get about my day. Good to talk to you, Nasser.
Good to talk to you too. Peace.
Bye.
He's here. He says I gave early. Probably said the super chat at $1, didn't he? He did earlier. And Probby or Yucky Gum, I still went to the 2.5 hour mark for you, so you still have to do it. The dollar was when I said if we get a super chat, we'll end the stream. But then I was like, you know what? We'll keep going until 2:30, so I get the super chat from Yucky Gum. So go ahead. Go ahead. Put us out of our misery, Yucky Gum. Oh boy. Let's refresh and see if we've gone up on our campaign. I don't think we have. Yucky Gum says Yucky Gum delivers. Where's the super chat then? If you deliver, where it at? That's the only reason I went for 2.5 hours. So yeah, I guess this will just be a silent stream until it comes in. I have to step away from my computer real quick. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to go bring a package in off the porch. Somebody called me and said that their package was delivered, so I just went and grabbed it. I'm surprised we even went up a viewer while I left. And probably says, what could he get for a buck? Oh my goodness. Yucky Gum said, someone bum me a super chat and I'll get you in a day or two. But Random Chance says, end the stream for $2.99. Thank you, man. People are talking about buying weed. Okay, thank you, Random Chance. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys one more thing, then we'll go. Okay, one more thing, then we're gonna go. Here we go, guys. 100 days till Halloween. I'm going to put the link in the chat, guys. Please back this. I've sold 88 copies across all 5 books. I would love to get to 100 total books. I would love to get to 100 of each of them, but just right now we're at 88 total orders between all 5 of these books, guys. And please check these out, guys. This is my new series. Book 2 officially releases in 2 days. 2 through 5 right now are up for pre-order. Book 1 right now you can get the ebook or the paperback. That one released last month, and book 2 comes out this month. So right now you can only pre-order it, but please do that, guys. Please pre-order them. The paperback of book 2 isn't up for pre-order because Amazon doesn't let indies pre-order their paperbacks. So if you're waiting for the paperbacks of 2 through 5, they'll each be released after their pre-order period is over. So in 2 days, that's when the paperback of book 2 is going to be up. But as far as book 1, you get the paperback or the ebook. 2 through 5 for now because they're pre-orders. You can only pre-order the ebooks, but please get both formats anyways. It really helps me out, guys. Please check these out, guys. There's a series of slasher books. Book 1 is about these girls that are snowed into a mansion with a killer on the loose. Very suspenseful, very fun. If you like fun 80s slasher movies, you guys will like these books. So please check those out, guys. Links are in the description. They're here in the chat. Probably still hasn't purchased them, please do. But anyways, thank you for tuning in, guys. Peace.